Hey,
God.
Craig.
So, before we head back to the party of Boffides, there is a new resident in the town of Blue Harbor. Jane, would you be so kind as to give a quick description of your character?
Yes, I am a slim 6 foot rogue. I move with the shadows. I am one with the faceless, which is the guild that I am a part of. And the only way you'll know I'm in town is if you see my trademark card left on a dead body.
hmm And when you have made your way into town, you have met with the contact of Lukewarm, so you do have ties to the black market that is being established by one Jeromon, who you know is a Cambion. He is a half-devil straight from the Nine Hells, operating out of the town of Blue Harbor, who's working with the adventuring group Boffides to rebuild Blue Harbor. As you are waiting for him to come back into town to make contact with him, you received your first contract, your first job in Blue Harbor. You are to hunt down a particular woman and assassinate her. You are pointed in the direction by the locals to the Owen O'Ware Tavern. And there, sitting at a table by herself in the middle of the tavern, is a blonde woman, drinking tea, enjoying the musical performance that's being put on. That is your target.
Alrighty.
How would you like to proceed?
Of course, I would like to sneak around using the entertainment as a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
And I will try to sneak up behind this blonde woman that is my target. Using my cloak of displacement and my armor of smoldering armor, I would like to release some gas to also make it harder for myself to be seen.
The way that either of those work is that those would both make you stand out, as you are in the middle of a tavern, and then all of a sudden you start exuding smoke, and then like multiple different copies of yourself start rippling in and out of place. So,
Well, I'm not going to do that. We're going to stay undercover then.
yeah. If you're just walking around normally, like you'll draw significantly less attention.
All right, then I'll just sneak up behind this person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to sneak attack her.
Okay. Please describe how you are making your attack.
I swiftly drop my dagger from out of my sleeve, and I will quietly just stab her in the neck.
All right. Knife in, knife out.
Correct.
All right. You do so, and there is significantly less blood than what you're used to. In fact, there is no blood whatsoever that comes out of her. She raises her hand up and rubs the wound, and as she pulls her hand away, the wound is gone. And she says, "Honestly, I expected a little bit better from a professional assassin. It's not very graceful at all."
I jump back and look at her, surprised.
She turns her head back to look at you just a little bit farther than what a human should be capable of. Come now, take a seat. There's no need to act like that.
All right, I will sit next to her.
So,
Welcome to problem number 1.
So, you're the assassin that was sent by the Faceless to deal with me. Are you a new recruit, perchance?
I am not.
You might want to see about the New Pratch Assassins Guild. They have a way of dealing things with a little bit more elegance than stabbing someone in the middle of a public tavern. Honestly, if I just fell down dead in a pool of my own blood, I'm sure that you would have been caught before you even made it to the door. There's hobgoblins all over the place. The waitress here is prone to screaming over such sights as blood.
I would have made it out before anybody ever noticed.
Seem rather confident of your abilities. I imagine that the people of where you come from are significantly less observant.
I laugh at that statement.
Hmm. Well, I'm hoping that going further, you take this as a learning experience and how to be a little bit more delicate and sneaky. You could have tried poison, for example, or waited until I was isolated before going for a strike towards my neck or possibly my back so that I didn't quite see you.
I ask her, would it have made a difference?
Possibly. That's why I put the bounty out on myself.
Hmm. I turn at her a little surprised. I ask why she put a bounty on herself.
There's a long story about how my other self has had bounties on her before being taken away for various reasons. I wanted to make sure I was up to snuff. If you're going to be in town, I'd imagine that you'd want to join up with both of these. They'll fill you in as to who I, Volumina, am, as well as my other self, Mitria.
You keep saying other self.
Yes, I suppose it is a bit confusing. Very well, so Mitria is a representative of the New Pratch Merchants Guild. She is in town right now. She is quite a remarkable woman, if I do say so myself, and I am a clone of her, made of paint.
Oh, so you're the clone. Interesting.
It's a bit of a complicated situation as to how I was pulled out of my painting through some endeavors by a completely different group of adventurers than both of these, but here I am, trying to test my mettle, seeing how I'm able to deal with an assassin who gets the drop on me. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to give you a 1-star review.
I'll do better next time. Just for you.
I certainly hope you do. And with that one, she gets back to her tea and enjoying the performance.
Alrighty.
Can I say above game? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's Paint Meter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're so fucked.
And now there's two.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you missed that. She came back.
No, like I saw in the
Okay,
chat
yes.
that she was back, but like she's in Blue Harbor, right?
Yep.
She paid us to escort her into town and bring her to Mitria.
Yes, boy. Yeah, boy.
Quite a fun little conversation those two had when they first met, if I do say so myself. But anyway, I'd imagine that after the party has visited the various towns that they had, they regathered back at Blue Harbor, and there you will find Geralmon, presumably at HQ, having a drink, possibly where Lobo has wandered off to.
Yeah, probably wanted to like catch back up on him and just like sat down after I don't know how long it was on the road to like deal with everybody. Is Lucas here?
Lucas is the one tending bar now.
Okay. Then you're probably just like having a absent-minded chat with Lucas, trying to get beads on whatever is going on.
Lucas will explain that last he heard, Lobo, Nitzel, Jacob, and Newt were taken with the rest of the party of both of these to deal with a mummy solution before heading off to the Prime Basilica, which you know is like the Vatican of the Church of Kabina.
Oh shit. Big stuff. Okay. So party's still out of town and everybody's out on the big machine. Well, would be a great time for a takeover, wouldn't you say so, Lucas? Want to be partners in crime?
I'd prefer not to, honestly, but thanks for the offer.
You not dream of greatness and getting your own wizard tower?
I suppose I would, but I was kind of planning on doing it the old-fashioned way of study, possibly going on and becoming an adventurer, but, well, I've heard rumors of the things that you're getting up to.
Not bad. I mean, you can also just like do it the light way. You can be a humble warden of the church, or choose a village to protect, or maybe terrorize, depending on which way you swing.
I'll probably work my way up the ranks and become the resident mage of Blue Harbor if it's all the same.
It could be. You know, there's also like that mage coalition back in New Pratch that you could like visit if you want to learn a thing or two, unless they're like too uptight.
Yes, Hocus Pocus Academy. Unfortunately, tuition there is a little bit on the pricey side, but we'll see. In the meantime, the money's probably best spent on rebuilding the city.
True. Anything you would like to take care of in priority? I mean, I know we tossed around the idea of rebuilding the library pretty soon, but don't think that plan has been on work.
Although I would like the library, I know that the goblins have been grumbling that you have been taking a little bit long to build their temple.
We still haven't worked on that? I thought we at least did the statue.
Nope.
That's a problem.
I think so. They're becoming a little restless.
On top of my hand, out of game, I don't remember how much does it cost for the statue to be done? Because I thought we needed to like redo the squares, and we wanted to do the statue in the middle and the temple in the far end of the square.
Let's see here. Building cost, temple. Bare minimum 2,000 gold pieces.
Shit. I'm already out of cash, so I can't pay out of pocket.
But we have it in the party stash.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like,
if you want a really big swanky one, you can spend up to 6,000 for that.
I guess 5K would be okay then.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the party has in pockets at the moment, so.
Hold
We'll
on,
see.
I'll tell you. As the
No,
person.
like, in-game Jerry doesn't know what the party get. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so he'll probably just wait for everybody. Yeah, then he'll like turn back to Lucas and just like, well, I guess I'll have to figure a way where I can get enough cash to get this done, because yeah, we've been distracted to say the least.
At this point, Jaden, if you would like for your character to wander into the tavern, you're free to do so.
I will do that exact thing. I'll wander in looking for the party with the name both of these. I want to ask around, see if anybody's seen them.
They will tell you that Geralmon has been mostly at the HQ, while the others have been teleporting in and out of town.
Okay. I'd like to go. I would ask them to point me in the direction of their HQ.
Yep, they do so.
Well, I will go to their headquarters.
Coco, you have a new visitor.
Hello, and welcome to both of these. How may we serve you? Coffee?
I was sent here by this strange paint lady. Told me to come and seek you guys out.
Oh, Vilma, right. Great gal. Hope she is destined for great things. I just hope it's going to be good. Yeah, sure. What do you need us for?
I would like to join your party, if possible.
Well, given the fact that we're like almost at max capacity, there might be a fee incurred in order to join. Does anybody like informed you about that?
Well, it's not like Jerry would know that.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to like take money out of them.
Sorry, for the recording, Veld pointed out that.
Oh,
Yeah, the
don't worry about that.
Yeah, the player's other party had created Volumina.
Yeah. Well, created. We took her out of her trap. Or like prison of sort.
Oh, so you freed that thing.
Well, the other characters did in another campaign.
Ah,
All right.
okay.
Out of character shit. Don't worry about it. That's what I said.
Like cross timeline stuff.
Yeah, multiverses and whatnot.
You'll learn the story of her soon.
Technically same universe, just different stories. But yeah,
Like 5 days travel from here.
Okay.
basically.
Well, yes, I'm very interested in joining this party.
Okay. And so, does anybody warn you about the 1,000 gold piece fee for entry? Because we're
Nobody
running.
has told me of such a thing.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, if you cannot pay it directly, I can write you a contract for you to work your way into the party until the regulatory fee has been paid off by your service for the company. And so he whips out parchment paper and starts like writing contract in front of you. And
As he writes, I say, what if I can do a job for you instead?
yes, this is what and he taps the paper. The paper is for like we're gonna enlist you for a few jobs, and until your service has been deemed to be enough compensation for the entrance fee, then you will be allowed the title of full-fledged member of the Bofovi's company.
Okay. Just point me in the direction of who you need assassinated.
Well, no need to be so broody for, but we might have some job to do. First off, we mainly need cash in order to rebuild this town, because our main objective is still to help as much as possible the denizen of this place. However, the lot
helping the
of the
town.
group... Sorry?
I said you're helping the town, so don't steal from the town.
No, not from the town folks. No, God, no. These people have been through war already. Don't aggravate their condition. Plus, if you want a lot of things to steal from, then you need the town to thrive first. So,
I guess that's true.
kind of need to invest in it first in order to reap what we saw. Anyway, at the moment, I personally don't have anything on the fire. I just came back from a long business trip, we'll say it, and basically waiting for the rest of the dudes to show up so we can deal with whatever is in town. Have you met anybody else except Vilma at the moment in town?
Not. I was sent here on a job. I went to complete the job. And I wasn't able to complete the job for the very first time in my career.
And unless you were signed, unless you were contracted under NDA, can you tell me about the job?
Yes, I can. I was contracted by my guild, the Faceless, to take out this paint lady, who I only found out was a paint lady afterwards, after she fully turned her head and looked at me after I stabbed her in the neck.
I mean, yeah, they do have that effect on you. But, so wait, who contracted to kill Velma? Because, she hasn't been out there for a while, and I doubt that she was careless enough to take the ire of anybody that would want to do that yet, so...
Yes, that's the interesting part. She contracted it herself.
What a conniving lady. Okay. She wanted to test the waters to see if everything was fine. I swear. There's people in playing 5D chess. Well, yeah, you got a glimpse of what it is to deal with Mitria Delmeniv, which is also, well, as far as I can tell, the smartest woman that I know. And Veluma is basically a younger version. I guess Mitria would say more mature, but let's be real, it's still a really, really smart person. So,
Yes, she did seem smart indeed.
Yeah, just make sure you don't get either of them on your own. Make sure to don't get on either of their bad sides, because there are some enemies that you don't want to have, and she is part of it.
Believe it or not, I have lots of enemies.
Well,
Comes with the job, you know?
from what I understand, you're just like an executioner of the task. You're not necessarily like the root cause of it. So
Well,
it's
very
hard to
true.
understand why people would like be mad at you directly.
We always tell them, don't blame the messenger. They never listen.
Exactly.
I'd say around this time, the rest of the party teleports back in to regroup and sleep in their own beds after having visited all those towns along the coast of Kabina. So, Charlie, Vel, you're back in Blue Harbor.
Oh, that
we
was
talk
such a
Lysander?
long trip.
What was that, Vel?
This is after Lysander talk.
Yes.
Yeah, so probably we're just walking back in from the main temple then.
Hmm.
I don't have
That
extra
was-
charges to do. Anyway, but yeah.
I say that you will have a free charge just so you can regroup with the rest of the party.
So I'll walk up
Green.
there.
Hey, take it away,
So we
Charlie.
Yeah, walk us straight up into HQ. Oh my god, that was such a long travel. I'm so tired. Wait, what up, Jerry? Oh my god,
Hey, you're
who's the new guy?
done.
I point to the I'm like, hi, I'm Dixie.
You point with your ring
Person
finger.
is,
No, I don't point with my ring finger this time.
All right.
No, I do point with my ring finger. You know I got to point at everything. If you don't know,
There you go.
off game, I have a ring that if I point at stuff, it tells me stuff, but nobody else knows about it but me unless I tell them. But the party knows, not you yet, obviously, above game, because I've told them about it, right? So they know.
okay. Well, I look at said person that walks through the door and say, my name is Varen Thorn.
Mhm. Yep, and the
Varen
ring
Thorn.
tells you Varen Thorn, Changeling Assassin.
Correct.
Somebody stole his sweet roll.
I go up basically and I tell Jerry, I go, Jerry, so we went and we visited my family. I got to see them. We got a little bit more information on the Lysander situation. But who's the new guy? Is he cool? Is he, you know?
Well, he just waltzed in after trying to kill Velumo. So
What happened with I look over to Varen. What happened with Voluma, the paint lady?
Look at her with discontent and say she was picked.
But
She
yeah,
wasn't very successful.
new guy got tricked by Delmaneve 2 into trying to kill her, so you know. Not his fault. He just got like dealt the wrong hand. Yeah, you need to join the party.
So just to let you know, I'm Dixie Jolene. I am residential cleric, you know, making sure everybody stays alive and in line because some people want to do stupid shit. Excuse my French. You know, sometimes we have a little bit of stuff going on. Just came back from my hometown visiting family and stuff. So what, like, do you have anything that you yourself are thinking about with joining the venturing group, or you just want to, you know, make some money, or what's your ultimate goal, sir?
My current goal would be to get out and see more of the world. That
I can
would be my
understand that.
goal. Yes.
Well, if you'd have been here a week ago, you'd have got to see a lot of the world. We've been all over the place, hadn't we? And then I go, X.
Turning back towards the door, there's a collection of 3 oozes of different colors and different amounts of armor. The orange one speaks up. Yeah, and there'll be plenty more places that will be.
I look at the 3 oozes and say, this is a very interesting sight.
Their tokens are at the bottom. They're humanoid oozes.
Okay.
It's not the most amount of goop that you'll be able to see if you join us.
Oh, I'm X.
Nice to meet you, X.
And then the other ones will speak up. Mao, Clyde, I'm here.
Nice to meet all 3 of you.
And so, to help catch Jerry and your new party member up, when Jerry had briefly contracted the Grey Plague, you guys were in the middle of interrogating Scald the Hobgoblin. As he was expressing what was going on, yes, he was planning on starting a world war that would either see the death of the Hobgoblin race or the utter conquest of the known world. But the party counteracted that by bringing along the Bionoids, which, Coco, I believe you remember, was his new plan of just terrorizing the world with the idea of powerful soldiers from beyond the stars.
Yeah, that's the conversation that we were left at, basically. And once we knew that, we called up the Bionoids, and he was just like, too late, the damage has already been done, kind of.
Yes. As the party was trying to interrogate Scald, when they were trying to find out who his patron was, his jaw exploded off and he started to bleed to death. Curdy managed to save his life to an extent by petrifying him. So there is a jawless stone statue of Scald currently in Hobgoblin possession.
Okay.
But the party was able to gather that the figure in the mirror, as well as Scald's patron, was an individual known as Secutal. Which, Coco, you should recognize that name. Remember in the Vital Few campaign, the Banshee?
In the Battlefield campaign, the bench, yes.
Yeah, how the Banshee was told by Secutal to let the party go through and to defeat the Death Tyrant.
That was her contact, right? I completely forgot about that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so apparently he's also been in contact with Scald?
Yes.
Okay. The ropes are starting to tie up a little bit.
After that, it turns out that the Bionoids were not given credit for defeating the Hobgoblins. As far as anyone knows, Lobo arrived with a small army, all with rifles in tow. So, the world in general shall not fear the Bionoids or warriors beyond the stars. Instead, they shall be made aware of the power of rifles. And Lobo had worked on this plan with Alzarod, who in exchange for that had also given a contingent of rifles to the Hobgoblins as they packed up and left.
Started the gun race.
Yes, and supposedly Lobo and Alzarod have further dealings with each other, but the party decided not to ask about that. The party then proceeded to do a number of side quests. They checked back in with the Blue Dragons, who had taken a lot of land from the Hobgoblins, with the intention of going to war with the Hobgoblins to take over the entire northern reach of DeRosa. The party managed to successfully convince the Blue Dragons to stop their advancement, but they need a way to stop the hobgoblins from taking back that land, which would then cause a war anyway, when the hobgoblins get back in, at this point, less than a month.
Yeah, we have like 2 weeks left.
Yes.
Yeah. It's only 2
Dix-
weeks.
yeah, Dixie says that she has some dealings possible with Githa in order to stop this war from happening, but she has yet to make a decision on which package deal she will take to stop this war. While she was trying to make this decision, the party went on a few more quests and eventually visited Dixie's hometown, the Prime Basilica. She visited her family. She visited her Uncle Duke. They quickly resurrected Mao, who briefly died when they were fighting mummies. And the party had also been traveling from various towns that had been destroyed through various means that Lysander was responsible for rebuilding. The vast majority of those towns had been destroyed by the intervention of adventurers. And upon visiting those towns, they were also quickly shifting from the worship relevant to the Church of Cabana to starting to worship Lysander himself. Supposedly against Lysander's wishes. I will say that is pretty objectively the grand total of the information that the party get. Any finer details you can check with me about. And now, if you want the opinion of your fellow party members, this is where we ask.
Just to jump off that last little part too. We think Lysander might be trying to be a god. You know, the same way that Gertie is.
Because you've cross-referenced the information that they are both trying to go through the same path, or do you have any more information about that? Because
No, but he seems to be deified everywhere he goes, and his secretaries are making moves in the background to orchestrate stuff.
okay, because I mean, to be quite frank, since we arrived here, gods have not really been much more of a like word of mouth, and most of them have been like not known to walk backwater. I mean, maybe the hobgoblin one would be like
They
an
won.
exception to it. But yeah, like overall, we've like encountered many. Like we've encountered a few cults that are trying to like ascend or whatnot, and like as far as we can tell, none of them have been successful. So I don't know. Is like trying to be a person of power for sure, and like trying to get the approval of many people. That's clearly what's going on. But God, though, like, really? I mean, if you have proof, sure.
You weren't there, but you should have been.
I was busy, okay?
Doing your own things. Yeah, we've been busy too.
Well, clearly, figuring out that somebody wants to be a god, that's a pretty big deal.
Lander's up to something.
Well,
there's something going on with
we
these
know that
towns.
from the start, that he's like up to no good, but you know.
I know that, but it seems more than just trying to get a foothold in this town or to out Charlie or Dixie. Turn to Varen. Oh, sorry. Hello. So you're joining us.
Yes, indeed
He
I
doesn't
am.
like contract yet.
I will
Contract.
sign the contract that he is
Yay.
forcing me to sign.
I didn't sign a contract.
I am no longer signing a contract.
And he just rips the contract out of your hand with his signature just as like, okay, we got this. Let's go, boys.
Cherry, why are we doing this to the new guy?
We're just trying to secure our butts. We've clearly been target for a lot of bullshit. I just want to make sure that everything is up to up. And also, we like.
We have been.
Yeah. And also, we kind of forgot a little bit of our duties to the town because, like, we forgot to build a few shit. But, like, we can talk about that later.
I'm a generally good guy when not on a job. I promise not to do you any wrong.
Yeah, I guess given your line of work, you're pretty, like, I'm pretty sure you just, like, work. So, well,
Yes.
We had to kill a lot of people too, so.
But yes, I would love to join you all.
But yeah, he wants to join, wants to help. Can't say no to extra hands, but you know, we're short on cash, so.
Can I try and read the contract, or you are torn it up?
I haven't torn it up, I've just folded it and like put it in my pocket.
I can tell you that the contract was highway robbery.
Uh,
I didn't took anything from you. Just like signed you up for a few missions, that's it.
I'm sure there were more terms hidden within the deal.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
I'll make a deal with the devil, as they say.
That's our Jerry.
Always have to be racist around here. Swear.
Was I wrong? What's the contract?
Sure, I have
Prove your
a
innocence.
contract.
Right, Jerry, let them know about the contract.
Yeah, I can like hand X the contract, it's fine. I've just
Okay.
added a few clauses about like if failed to meet the mission, then eternal inservitudes would be ensued even after death.
Okay.
You know, regular stuff from the hells.
I hand the contract over to Clyde, who then will decipher this. But yeah.
And the joke is above game that Clyde is the smart one of the oozes and used to be before the hijinks happened with the deck of many things before he came to life as a real person. He was basically
Okay.
X's mind and
A little bit
decision.
a little bit of a quick background on that. Like in my third campaign, my third game here or something, I got a headband of intellect. And I've been rocking that for a long time. We started pulling from a deck of many things at one point, and I pulled a night card, and it pulled Idiot, which basically made it had like 4 int. And it drew another card, which then made the other slime. That's why there's 3 of them. And then because it only had 4 int, I gave it the headband of intellect, and we pretty much ruled it as it taking over its mind.
Oh, okay.
I also had a running joke where the headband of intellect was talking to me, or I'd keep asking it questions, and then it actually talked to me a couple times. So it's been a running joke of Clyde, because I'd be like, Clyde, should we go left or right?
And then Clyde became a real boy.
Yeah, real boy.
A real ooze. All the hoop.
Anyway, Clyde's the smart one, so I have Clyde read over the contract. Like, eternal servitude. Really?
Only if he fails the contract, it's fine. It's like basic stuff from like previous work.
Clyde will tear it in half.
You're no fun. Anyway, like unless you manage to find a pile of gold where you were, like ideally we'd want to like find a job so we can make the Hobgoblin temple because you know we
We
kind of promised that we would do that.
We actually did find a pile of gold. Would have been great
Really?
if you were there.
Fuck, maybe I should have been there.
We've kind
Yeah,
of
we
built
were raiding
up
a Pharaoh's tomb, where Mao died.
Really?
to you know as bookkeeper. Dixie points out to Jerry. So we've amassed 90 platinum pieces, 49,463 gold pieces, 1,307 silver pieces, and 2,588 copper pieces. And now we have 32,800 in magic items. So, I mean, we also got some new magic items while you were off doing your thing.
If Jerry's eyes weren't like little clocks with like clock hands at the moment, then they would be turned into gold pieces.
Oh, and those magic items, those will be worth over 100.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so we do have funds now.
Good working. Or what have you been doing?
Well,
Trying to rob me.
Obviously.
only today. Because I got information that we were needing cash. But no need anymore because apparently the party has been working hard on it. And I have been on a work trip that has been very, very tiring.
This is your work.
So many people. Goddamn. Where?
So, how much do we need for this temple?
Well, from 2 to 6K, but I guess 5 would be enough. Just to like make them happy.
So, y'all want me to take the building fund for that out of the inventory? You know, I have to keep up with the books and all.
Oh, also, Eric, you did say that the first thing that we were starting to build would be the like more housing for everybody. How has that been going on? Like, is it done?
So the party has built 100 of the 1,000 necessary houses. Those houses are done now.
Right.
We'll be able to do another big wave of building.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take off the 5,000 for the temple.
Yeah.
Once we sell those magic items, which will be done in 2 weeks as well, or thereabouts, we'll be able to do another big wave of building.
So the temple is
Do you
paid for.
contact Mia for selling the magic items, or do you have anybody for that?
I guess we're gonna start selling them. Is what we're gonna do. There's one of the items is worth like 80,000 if we can sell it right. So
I have a question. Like in the midst of all the magic items that you got, have you identified any of them to be cursed?
oh, these are ones we're crafting with materials.
Oh, so you crafted all of them during the time?
Well, they're being made right now in New Patch by artificers.
Oh, okay. I thought you
So-
found them.
We did find more, and like we need to actually go through our pockets. I was waiting for the new players so before we go and empty out our extra items.
In case they wanted some.
So Varen, if you would like, there is party items. It's on the little briefcase. A lot of these, it doesn't really show well what is taken, but if there's anything there that interests you, just ask. And it's probably available. Oh, something might be available.
Okay. Or I'll just like dibs on anything that's cursed, but probably.
Dibs on anything that's cursed.
Yeah.
Do you guys happen to
yeah,
have anything dagger related?
Let's look through the inventory. So let's see here.
I'm gonna remove Squelch because it's gone. Right, Eric?
Yeah, it got turned into Squelch 2.
Delete that.
Or Oozebane, I should say.
Yep.
Let's see.
I don't know if we have any daggers. What's the bladed crit? Hold on. Oh yeah, Goblin is worthy. We're not gonna be able to do that. That's your goblin.
I'm not a
Changeling.
goblin. I could be a goblin.
Pretend to be a goblin. Maybe that would work.
I could be a goblin.
Here. I'll go find the dagger. Try this.
Now, what did you say this does again?
If it finds you worthy, a lot. If it doesn't, I don't know. I kill you.
Ooh,
Try as you might to
Oh.
attune to it, you are unable to.
should have turned into a goblin first.
I would say that you had the sense to turn into a goblin first. It still
That probably
doesn't
wouldn't
attune
work
to
either
you.
which way.
Okay.
This is so it's a blade of crit. Basically, it's the blade to determine their new king. It's Thor's hammer, but the dagger.
Ah. I can see why I couldn't
So-
attune to it.
And yes, we have it.
I don't think we have any anything of daggers per se. But if you want to look at the inventory, we have quite a few swords, a few things of
Oh. If you
How
want
do I go
infested,
about
if you want-
checking out the inventory?
Okay, so above game, if you go to items, now some of the party has, so just ask and we'll tell you which one of us have what. But if you go over here to your tabs and you go to items and you go to Blue Harbor,
Okay.
you'll see you'll see under Blue Harbor, you'll see the items that we have. Pretty much, it's a long list. Some of them, like I have the Sentinel Shield and the headband of Intellect. Now I believe I have that. I don't like.
Clyde has the headband of intellect.
Oh yeah, Clyde has the Intellect. I have the Wisdom one. My bad. I think I have the Wisdom one, but I don't think that's party stuff. I think that was me stuff. But yeah, I do have the Sentinel Shield now from the party inventory. That's the only thing I think I ever took. I have the Ring of Observant one, the Amulet of Devout, which is me stuff, and Sentinel Shield, yeah, and Headband of Wisdom. So that's me stuff. But yeah, so if you go over here to the items, and do you see the Blue Harbor folder?
Yes, I do.
Okay, if you click on the Blue Harbor folder, it'll open up the party inventory. It'll show you everything.
So that's not in items, or is it still in items?
It's in items. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I see it all. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm kind of the horde person when it comes to taking care of the party cash when we do certain things and nobody like we do missions or things, and so when we win gold pieces or something, I'll make sure it gets put in the party cash stash area, and I have a bag of holding just for that purpose. So if we pick up a bunch of magic items while we're in a thing, I can put it in there if nobody wants to take it right away. And so
Speaking of cursed items, did we give away the infested items?
the what?
This is a question to Eric. If we gave those over to the hag.
Did you give him over to whom?
Our resident hag.
Not yet.
Well, if you want cursed items, Coco, you have all those plague ones.
Gimme.
Why do you need
Do we have a list somewhere?
It's just under infested items. There's a bunch of them there.
Okay.
I think every single one of those are cursed.
Okay.
We do have that belt of naked invisibility, which is still kind of funny. You kind of have to be naked to use it.
There's going to be items for the market. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna plan on selling them? Let's let them know that they're probably cursed.
That's the plan.
But you could use the money, so
We do need the money. So. Okay, so at the moment that's all we need. anything else? Yeah. Lobo and the rest of the and like some members of the town were out with you during the missions, right?
Uh-huh.
Everyone has been brought back except for Lobo.
Yeah, so I was going to say, does anybody know what Lobo's up to?
He's gonna nuke a city.
I beg your finest fucking pardon.
Were you there for that part?
I was there for when he obtained the thing. I'm not aware of which place he wants to. Oh no, fuck! I know which place he wants to bomb. He wants to bomb the was it Blue Zone?
I think that's what our current theory is. Yeah.
The
Just hear that someone wants to nuke a city.
Well, first off, somebody has the means to nuke a city. Second
I
off,
don't know which city exactly, but yes, it's actually currently on my ship. It's still on its way here.
I think that's the kind of information that we shouldn't be giving out willy nilly. But you know,
Well, I don't know where my ship is. Oh.
anyway, yeah. So we still know that it's his plan. We don't know when, or we can only assume where he's going to do that. Correct?
You have no idea when or where he's going to use it, or even if he's going to use it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember having a conversation with him about that, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. Well, if we don't know where he is, then
Last you saw, he was at the Prime Basilica. You'd have no idea what he's doing there.
cool.
One with us. Wait. Didn't we take him back?
Nope. He insisted on staying.
Oh. How's he gonna get back?
I think he assumed that you were going to eventually come back for him. It has been about a week.
Maybe go check
He'll
on him.
contact us. I mean, because we were last there before we like came back here. So if we didn't,
Does any of you have sending and like can ask him? Because you also have the helm of teleportation, so you can just like go pick him up.
looks over at Curdy, who's comatose.
All right, great play.
Oh, hold on. Let me go to suppose because I think I do have sending. I do.
You guys just forgot about him.
So I send him a message. You okay, Lobo? Do you need help?
I'm quite fine, but I think I'm ready to be picked up now whenever you get the time.
All right. I look over to X and I go, Lobo's ready to be picked up, brought back home.
Well, he's gonna have to wait because we're out of charges.
Now I thought we had been here a full 24 hours, hadn't we? Or no?
No,
Not yet.
we went through all the towns. We came here. We talked to Lysander, and that's
Okay,
been that.
I'll send another message to Lobo and be ready for pickup in the morning. Gotta wait for charges.
It might not even be tomorrow. We gotta roll the D3.
We gotta roll. We gotta figure out when our charges come back. Just give us some,
Pick you up as soon as we can.
Yeah.
No rush. I'm a patient man.
Okay. He said no rush. It's okay. So
Why
whenever
didn't he come back with us?
because he had
I mean, you
stuff to
could ask him. I understand talking to Lobo is very difficult.
But wait, you use all the charges and you like have to roll a d3 each dawn to see how much charges you get back?
Yeah, it has 3 charges only, so it rolls a D3 each dawn.
So there's a possibility that next dawn you only get like 1 charges and you can't pick him up.
Yep.
Okay. Good to know.
It's still an amazing item. I'm glad I picked it for us.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really
actually
practical.
very helpful. It's been very helpful.
It's really practical.
Yeah. I'm gonna start trying to use it in fights more often though. I could teleport a bunch of us behind an enemy line, like when we were in that. You weren't there, but this big battlefield. Could have just teleported behind the fire guys and from behind.
Okay. So next step is to take care of Lysander.
Well,
Yes. I look to the assassin. How are you with dealing with major political powers and making it look, staging it as someone else?
Jay.
That'd be over to you, Varn.
Say again.
How are you dealing with major political powers and making it look like it was someone else?
Great. It's my job.
And kill
Good job.
basically a demigod?
Did you say a demigod?
He's on his way. The guy that we were talking about earlier.
Oh, I never tried, but I mean, I can. I'll be able to handle that for you.
Maybe. We'll see. Above game, you absolutely cannot, but
No. No, I can't.
one of his secretaries would even body you, probably.
yeah,
Um,
like above game, he's really fucking powerful. And we're trying to figure above game. If you read in like on the Discord, the Blue Harbor thing, we just recently did a lot more like searching into him. You'll see it in the notes right there. We went to the different cities, as you see. I wrote down like what happened to the cities, you know, how they were saved, blah blah blah. And you'll see that April, which is Lysander's secretary, her and the secretaries basically took out an adventuring group who were basically they were thieves and con men claiming to be adventurers. And yeah, they took them out and had the thing, and then Vale and Jay, our other Jay, decided to talk to the secretary and ask questions while I was keeping Lysander busy telling me things. And now they kind of know that we're looking into Lysander a little bit because of that situation. That was last session. Yeah, so yeah, that's a new thing. And also, Coco, above game, to tell you, this you basically did start the war between the Blue Dragons and the Hobgoblins, and we're trying to figure out how to stop that. So we still have to talk to the Hobgoblins. We got the Blue Dragons to back off. If not, then I'm gonna have to make a I have about 2 weeks to figure out one of these packages with get the basically almost selling my soul to save the people and stop the war.
But wait. Like we're talking about what's going on in DeRosa right now with the Blue Dragons. How why would you want to stop that? Isn't that what we wanted?
No. A lot of
But
people are gonna die.
that does mean that
The Blue Dragons will take over, and then we have to deal with 5 Blue Dragons who are now deciding to be together, right? And yeah, we don't have the manpower to stop them, because after they take that over, then they might decide to take over the world.
They're working together now, which is almost just as bad. But but also, Dixie, don't make deals with Gertha. Don't sell your soul. It's not gonna help.
I mean, the Shiny Paragon package A looks like pretty appetizing, not gonna lie. If the only cost is like Lysander dies, then
yeah, but then we have the church possibly coming after us, and we're also not certain if he's necessarily X thinks he's a bad guy. X has his feelings. But
He's doing good things, but there's something fishy.
we're not exactly sure if he's a terrible person or just trying to help people doing. He's just kind of stupid.
You did point at him with the ring, right?
Yeah, I did that a while back. I can't even. I think. Let me see if I saved that note. I think I did. Of what it said about me. I know. Also, I think Eric put it in chat, so I can just search the chat right quick. Probably find it better.
Mm. I
Let
mean,
me
worst
do
case
that.
scenarios, now that you have like newfound knowledge on him, might want to give it a little extra pointer to see if anything changed. Because, you know, things get updated depending on what people do.
Let's see.
The ring is all knowing. It doesn't change based off what we know. It just changes what the person knows.
Oh, and he may have a shard, and basically be becoming a god.
So that was pure speculation.
Yeah.
He
We
has a
just
shard
saw how
of
much he was
divinity,
being
or-
deified, and we're like, wait, what if he's going after Divine Spark like you are, Cody? And it's like,
Where-
oh wait, this makes
We're not absolutely sure if he has a divine spark or not.
Sounds like you
Yeah.
guys have been very busy.
There's a lot of shit that has been going on.
you know, we're supposed to be a merchant company.
Yeah,
Oh, you want to buy
we're
some
in the
cookies?
nut business.
You guys
I
are
will,
bad
I will
at
offer
being
you a
merchant
sample of one
company.
cookie.
At our core, we are a like company that sells nuts.
I will.
We
I
just
will take your offer of one cookie.
You want to buy any more?
and people say I'm the evil one.
I'm selling cookies.
Okay, so I found
Starting wars and putting people in eternal service contracts.
the ring said Lysander Aurelius, human legendary priest, 10th level cleric. What do you get when you cross a televangelist? Can I speak today?
Televangelist.
And a pop star? You're looking at him. This guy's got charisma out his wazoo. Just ask his harem of fangirls. Sorry, personal assistants. Just enough to give himself 2 days rest every 10 day. Lysander came from humble beginnings and rapidly climbed the ranks to become the youngest paragon in the church's history by exemplifying the tenets of the faith. Of course, he wouldn't be exemplifying them very much if his ambition stopped there. He got money, power, above average ability scores, and an army of acolytes willing to tear themselves apart for him. Plus, have you seen his abs? Rawr.
Forgot about that. Yeah, so not necessarily a bad person, at the very least from the description, but you know, power corrupts. So
Or maybe it's someone else on the inside that's setting things up. The General Secretary's orchestrated them killing those adventurers.
what I'm mostly worried about is whether he is the one actually like pulling the strings there to become what he is, or if somebody is like placing pawns and he is just okay with the attention, basically. So I don't know. Given the fact that he has racked up quite a bit of followers in Blue Harbor as well, with all the good deeds that he's been doing and like the cult following that he's been slowly gathering, I don't know. I'm not sure that power vacuum would be great, but I don't want him to be around either, so, you know. If we got something on him, let's use it.
Dixie. Oh, Dixie. It's almost at that level. Sorry, a power vacuum?
Yeah, because clearly, if we deal with him and he is out of the picture one way or another, there will still there will still be, well, first off, his cult following will like need somewhere to fall back on. So ideally, you just like turn him into a disgrace and then like put Dixie as the new paragon, and then like easy transition. Sheep will follow whatever. However, if the power vacuum stays, that means Mitria is going to have a lot more stuff available for her. Ideally, we would want Lobo to be able to counterbalance Mitria and make sure that Mitria doesn't like take over Blue Harbor. But
Well, one thing we did find out is if we actually put more into Blue Harbor ourselves instead of him, then Blue Harbor won't wind up necessarily like the other towns that we found out about, right? But pretty much he goes to these places like this and he puts in like a lot of money, a lot of things, helps rebuild, and then becomes like worshipped by the towns.
mhm.
So there's that. Like with
Well,
you,
the easy
with
solution would be to just pour whatever you just got on the trip into the town and make sure that like you basically announce to the town, oh, we're back from like adventuring, we finally have the proper funds to rebuild, now like let's start working on it. And just like start throwing projects around. Like that would be a pretty good communication stunt that could
Working on.
help.
I mean, we have
Um,
quite a bit. We have quite a bit right now that'll help build more things in the town. We just got to make choices on what. You know what I mean?
mhm. Yeah, but like I said, the temple first would be good.
Yeah, we
Uh,
already took out the money for it. I already did that. So that's
so
we've already got 100 houses out of 1,000. What you need. We already have the temple. So we're looking at market, school, guild hall, barracks, wall, dockyard. Which we started on the dockyard, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember that because that needs to be put in there that we did because that's one of the things that we did. I'm trying to remember. Was there anything else that we had paid for that we done forgot now? Or
Already paid for the library out of his own pocket. You paid for 1/6 of the dockyard, and you have put 5,000 towards the Goblin Temple. You have also paid for the construction of 100 houses, but that is under the control of the city itself. Wilson has also donated 150 houses. Lysander and Mitria collectively own 500 houses. And Lysander has also gone towards rebuilding the walls.
So
We can-
I guess ideally what you would do is just like because 100 houses would be how much?
5,000 gold pieces, right? Because 500.
It's 500 per houses.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and the school would be how much?
Anywhere between 1,000 to 3,000.
Okay, so let's say we do 2-5 just so like we can split things up around. What left would be? What would be left? Sorry, if we take care of the school for 2-5.
Well, that's in the party cash, so.
No, I
Right.
mean like in terms of constructions available.
Well, that's up to you. The bare minimum that needs to be built up is at least one dockyard, enough houses for everyone, and the walls. Anything else, that's up to you as the party. If you had any dealings, business arrangements, or what have you. Mitria and Lysander are going to be building stuff up while technically owning the stuff. So they will, after that thing is built, they will be collecting like rent on that thing.
Well, I guess like right now, how much housing is left? There's basically 600.
250 houses left.
Oh, then like just pour everything, like just finance what's left.
We can't even pay for what's left of housing.
No, but like
We-
250 would be what? 1250?
We can afford like 80 right now.
You just said you had 20k gold.
We have 40k. Building 100 houses at 50,000. We cannot build 250 right now. Not even after we sell our magic items.
Sounds like we need to go do some work.
Oh shit! I just realized. Okay. I thought there was one less zero in that price.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a reason why we haven't been able to do much. This is a small reason. Things are really expensive to build a whole city.
In
And,
Dockyard?
and these people have so much income that we can't compete with them entirely.
Yeah, that's why you
Dockyard
like invest in key infrastructure. So I feel like school would be a pretty like a good power move. Because like
What?
think of the children kind of. But Dockyard, we
Donate them.
currently have 6 slots, and
There's 400 houses left. If they built 500 of them and we built 100.
We built 100 and they built 250, didn't they?
Mitria and Lysander built 250 each, so between them they have done 500. Bashfulson
Okay.
has done 150. You guys have donated 100 houses.
so there's 250 left.
So there's 3.
And here's
No,
the important
250.
part: is Bashfulson, Lysander, and Mitria own the houses they built. You guys decided to donate those houses,
Mm-hmm.
so they're getting some of that money back. You guys aren't.
Yeah, but it looks better with the people. Temple
Correct.
going.
But when you take a look at why they have so much more money than you, this is one of the reasons why.
Yeah.
Sounds like we need to take their money.
Good luck. I mean, I'm taking some of it, but
Let's go steal from them.
looks over at Cookie Business making like 2 gold a month.
Sorry, Eric. Can you just like run me down again? What's the current status on the dockyard at the moment?
You have 1 dockyard installed.
Out of 6.
Yes. So you can
And
pay to build 5 more.
and building more will boost output?
It'll improve input and output, but the thing is, if you just build it and donate it, then everyone can make equal use out of it. If you build all the dockyards and just maintain ownership of them, then you can actually bottleneck possibly Lysander's input.
And that would cost how much to do that?
Let's see here. A single dockyard costs 8,000.
8K.
Yeah. So with the 5 more, that would be 40K.
Can afford to do that.
And right now, one has been built and has been given to the town, or do we own that one? I forgot.
Curdy owns the library. You guys own 1 dockyard, and you technically own the Goblin Temple. Beyond that, you donate the 100 houses.
We would donate the Goblin Temple to the goblins. We're not owning that stuff.
Okay.
No.
It was a promise thing to them.
Yes, it was promised
Sounds
that
like we need income.
No, but like it was promised that we would build it. It wasn't promised that we would give it.
Deals and their deals. All right. quick votes.
Okay. What I think we should do is the following: is that we should invest in first off, like build the temple for 5K. That's the base. Build the school for 2.5K. Give the school to the town because let's not make it private. And with whatever money is left, we just buy whatever we can out of the dockyard and own it. So that even if we don't control it entirely, then we control the majority of it, and by default you bottleneck what the rest can do. So that would be what? That would be 7.5K for temple and school, which would be good for
took out the gold for the temple, so the temple's already been taken care of out of the party cash.
So how much do we have right now?
We We have 90 platinum pieces, 44,463 gold pieces, 1,307 silver pieces, 2,588
Okay.
copper pieces.
Can you paste it in chat because like it's a lot of numbers and I'm having a hard time visualizing it.
The
Sorry.
main number there that matters is the 44,000 gold. We can afford to do the school and the dockyard, and then
That's what I'm talking
we'll be
about.
broke.
Okay, so let me go ahead and do the math on this. So you want to?
It'll be 42,000.
It'll be 42,000.
42,000.
42,500.
Okay, let me make sure. Where's the building thing? We're gonna do. Okay, so 44,463, and we're taking away 2,500 for the the school. So we'd have 41,963 after that, and the dock itself's going to be 40,000.
Yep, 40K.
Okay, so we'd have 1,963 left.
Whoa! Question, Eric. How much would that generate in terms of revenue once operational?
The dockyards?
Yeah.
That's going to depend on some factors, but it would generate a decent chunk of change.
Like giant fork, how much minimum and how much maximum?
Minimum over the course of a couple of months, it will bare minimum be in the hundreds, possibly in the thousands.
Okay. And once like the town is fully operational, we can like assume the tens of thousands.
Once the town is fully operational, yeah, it could generate up to 10,000.
Okay. Yeah, good deal. Good deal.
So y'all want me to go ahead and take that away from the party cash?
The question is now, do we want to do a public announcement about it?
And you what?
Do we want to do a public announcement about it? To like boost clout of both of these.
An opening ceremony, maybe, when they're open.
Yeah.
You know what
Plus,
else I could
also,
do? I
We're
could
keeping
sneak
the
around
dockyard, but
town
the only
and,
thing worth an announcement would be the school. Sorry.
So
Or
you
no.
were saying?
said I could sneak around the town and put word in people's ears.
Huh? Maybe.
Well, could do that. I guess. Okay. Anybody stop me if I'm like thinking it too far ahead, but maybe instead of putting words about what is going to be done, I feel like a better use of your skill set would be during the public announcement. You would be in the crowd and you would be basically like spiting the other ones, saying, oh, look at what the others have been doing, like Lysander and Mitria. They've only been building things for their own profit, where both of these have been like working their ass to the ground from the beginning to build things for the people of Blue Harbor, and like
Every
amount.
bit of money has been reinvested into Blue Harbor.
yeah.
That
Gonna
has
call that out right as we're spending a small amount on them and then a massive amount on owning the dockyard. That's not really a good time to do it.
well,
When
technically,
you think about it, the dockyard is the lifeblood of
Okay.
Blue Harbor and has been
It's
before.
very hypocritical right now.
but we would be using the money from the dockyard to help rebuild the city,
Yeah.
putting it back into the
And
city.
they're gonna say that they're doing the same with the housing rental income. I
Yeah,
would
but
say
we get
do it.
we get
and we
the
don't
first
do it.
100,000 to the town. We've made sure that like we wouldn't bleed the town dry when they're like already not in a good position.
We have been
I'm
actively
very
going out.
much against this.
We're an adventuring party who literally has invested every single ounce of gold that we have made into trying to rebuild the town.
No, a significant portion of that's been going towards magic items.
Well, not for me, but
Magic items were an investment. We're gonna be selling, I think, almost every single one of those.
But y'all do want me to take that? That is a vote, yes. Because before I erase all this and do all that, we're rebuilding the dockyard and the school, right? So I need to go ahead and take that 40 and make it down to 1,963 gold pieces.
I'm down for that. Zel, you okay with that plan?
Yeah, I just say we shouldn't do a big hoodoo about it. When the school opens, we can do a little like opening ceremony, but don't be calling people out because we're doing the same
Oh.
thing right now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, don't do it openly during the like opening ceremony. Just like have whispers be like strategically placed in the crowds.
Okay, maybe.
Like, I don't want it to be like on the opening ceremony, like saying like, "Oh, look at them! They've been doing this and this." Like, no, you still need to keep pace with like the other investors because everybody is technically working together. But you can pick and choose your projects, and that also has a meaning. But okay, yeah, we go for the investment and then see what we can do.
And that little whispers showing some discontent against other ones is smarter.
We can do that.
All right, so everybody is saying to take that out. I'm just making sure before I do all that hard labor.
You might want to put a note on the Discord just so like people can know about it later.
All right, built docks and
So after that operation, we own the entire dock.
Yeah. You
Okay.
own all 6 dockyards.
Cool.
we're donating to school, so
We basically became Greece.
yeah, and then so party cash is down to 1,963 gold. But efforts to rebuild
I need to find my glasses. Be right back.
All right.
are in way. And the dock will generate cash for more rebuilding. Or at least, help a little bit, generate a little bit. All right. Put that in the notes so that we'll remember. Let me go ahead and take that out of take the gold down to what it should be. That's going to be a 9 there. And that's going to be a 1 there. All
While we're
right.
debating, I'll just have X and Mao arm wrestling in the background.
So that is party cash is correct now. Just trying to keep up with my bookkeeping.
Hey, Baron, do you want to pull from this magical deck?
Ooh, this sounds like a terrible idea.
It absolutely is, but we've all done it.
All right, well, it seems like this
We've
is
only
my
lost 2
initiation.
people to it.
Well, that's a high number. It's a high count. But I will pull from the deck.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh, why are we doing this?
All right. So
The
real quick.
last time we did this, we had to do an entire extra campaign just to get my ass
No.
back
It was
into
the
this
last
campaign.
time. That was the first time we did it, and it actually overall went really well, except for Jerry.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? You just straight up
The
die
next
on
time
the point
we
and have to roll a new character?
We lost Bodden. Our Horde Master lost everything that they owned. We got a keep, and we got X and Mao. Not X and Mao, Mao and Clyde.
Melancholy, yeah.
I got I'm a level above all of y'all.
It's worked out pretty well. Look, the odds. I think the odds actually are on the full deck. Like 60% good stuff. So it's good.
Give me the deck. Let's do it.
Okay, real quick before we start pulling stuff, is the Goblin Temple under the party control or under the Goblins' control?
I want to donate that.
I would like to donate it.
I'm outnumbered, so
Okay.
If my vote counts for anything, which I doubt it does, I would say keep control of it.
So we're actually right now we're at a 50-50 standstill. Then
thank you.
okay, here's the question. Here's my question to Eric. Okay, I have posed a question. Keeping control of it or donating, which one would, if we, I don't know if we need to roll it inside or whatever, which one would be the better option? Because I know that keeping it, I don't know if we're going to gain anything from that technically.
Temples get donations.
We would get money,
that,
wouldn't we?
but you would also gain, if you donated, then you'll gain like significant Goblin loyalty.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think we'll gain more from actually donating it than we would from keeping it.
I mean, at the end of the day, you guys built it, right?
But we promised them for their help.
But it was part of a deal. We had to build it. When we went on this thing to where get their help.
So, to give the three options, if you don't build it, you will gain significant infamy with the goblins. They will not like you because you broke the deal. As long as you build it, worst case scenario, at least they're on the better side of neutral because, hey, they did build a temple for us.
I was going to say, yeah, they still have some.
They have a temple.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would say.
So building the temple prevents them from hating you. They will have a generally favorable opinion of you just because you built it, and even if you do maintain ownership of it, if you decide to keep it, you'll still get a favorable opinion of them, and you'll get some cash. If you donate it, you won't get any cash, but you will basically the goblins will basically be like die-hard Bofidis fans.
See, that's going to work in our favor, though. That's what I'm saying. To me, donating it shows that we donated a school and a temple, and we made a promise and we kept it. You get what I'm saying? Like, we made a promise that we would build it and we donated it to them. That shows like a huge thing. We're already keeping the docks, which is going to generate, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Like, the docks are going to be like enough to compensate for it. So I guess you're right.
That's the only reason I say it's going to give us like a one-up. It says like, well, look, they donated a school and a temple. The others aren't donating schools and temples, and they donated the first 100 houses. You know what I'm saying? It's going to give us a point. When you look at a point system, right? We're donating to the town, where versus the others are keeping everything they're building under their power.
Okay. Well, I guess the strategic move of keeping the Balnic entrance of the town will be better. Yeah, okay. I guess the gain from like ownership of the temple is marginal. It's just like comparatively, the temple is going to generate cash faster than any other buildings, but
we own a very lucrative inn that generates about 300, a little like 200, I guess, a month.
All right, I forgot about that one.
It doesn't quite generate that much per month. That's just what you got because you waited several months in order to collect.
Oh well, damn. It's still a lot for an inn.
Can I ask this question? This is a question for the DM. If we kept the temple for a while to generate funds to help with the rebuild process, how much would we be able to generate? Because here's the thing, I am trying to actively think of anything that we know that we gain from these buildings. We can always donate it later, right? If we so choose.
Also, what we're thinking of.
I'm trying to think of how fast we can help rebuild, because and give to the people. You know, that's our ultimate goal, is to give over to the people a lot of things. Would it be faster?
That you have no idea how much gold the Goblin Temple will generate, because that is going to be heavily dependent on the goblins themselves, which, even if you own the temple, they'll still technically be running it. I'm running some stuff in the background, which will determine who's operating like the donations and all that at the temple.
Okay, I have a proposal. We keep ownership of the temple for 6 months. And during the opening ceremony of the temple, we make it publicly known that we are going to basically collect the donations that are going to be done at the temple for the next 6 months. And the idea is that all the money that will be collected at that temple will be put towards the building of choice, like the next building of choice of the goblins. And so basically you're incentivizing the goblins to donate, and you're making sure that you're, well, building reputation and also like working towards more profit for you later down the line. It's just that like you leverage the choice of the goblins to actively donate towards a goal that they will choose themselves.
You're
I
signing
would
us
say
up
that
with
if
iron
the
investment.
goblins have a high opinion of you, they would do that regardless.
Yeah, and if we just give them the church anyway, they're already like near max loyalty, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
So signing us up for more. And
So we could just do that without keeping ownership of the temple. That's what you're saying.
no, if we give them the temple, that's goal achieved.
Yeah, no, but like
Keeping it for 6 months to just contribute to another building is only signing us up for another thing to buy later. Because I don't think we're going to get 5,000 gold out of that in 6 months.
We don't know.
My vote remains.
Then yeah, like forget what I'm saying then.
It's not a bad idea. I just don't think it's the best one.
Yeah. Then in that case, instead of like committing for donations, we'll just say that like use the temple to cast your vote of what's the next building that you want to be built. And so we get the information from the goblins themselves of what they want. Doesn't commit us to anything in the short term, but at least we know. So if we want to, we can. Actually, we should do that with everybody. You know what? Fuck it. I guess we have downtime, right?
You have downtime whenever you want.
Could we spend the next like few days running around town and like asking everybody what they want? Like what is the most, in their opinion, like priority building that needs to be built? And just like make a register of what everybody wants and what's the thing that comes up the most and what is the most like unique building that come out of it. Would that be doable within like 2 or 3 days? So we can wait until we get Lobo back and like do something proactive in the meantime.
Sure. Yeah, I would say that you do get a wide variety. Like some people are like putting their votes towards like some things and others things. The ones that most come back up is they want the walls and housings completed, followed by, let's see here, tavern and marketplace.
Ooh. How much would it cost, both of these?
A tavern would be anywhere between 1 to 5,000, and the marketplace will be anywhere between 1 to 15,000.
Holy shit!
Well, we have enough for the tavern, but we don't have enough for anything else right now.
We have enough for a very basic tavern. We just couple weeks, we'll have our magic items to start selling. I mean, we'll also be able to start selling what we can after the new layers have picked out some. So
no, but like
after tavern, the other thing.
Let's say we build a tavern. Does that mean that the Owenware tavern will be moved to the new one, or will it be a competitive one?
That's up to you. If you want to like build a new lush tavern, say, "Hey, Owat, this is your new place." There's that. If you want to build a tavern of your own and then supply that with like your own crew, that's something else.
Besides the tavern, what was the other thing? Because I'm trying to write it down.
Marketplace.
Wall and marketplace. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, wall housing, that's the top priority, and then like secondary priority is marketplace and tavern.
Mm-hmm.
And like the 1.5K for the tavern is the base point, or is it the only price that you can build up to?
The tavern is bare minimum to build a tavern is 1,000. Yeah, you can basically build up to a 5,000 gold piece tavern, which obviously the more money you invest in the tavern, the better it will do.
Yeah, I guess.
And we do have the 90 platinum pieces still, guys. Just
Yeah, so that's
saying.
900 gold pieces.
Yeah, just saying. Let's see.
Okay. Well, Lobo will take. We can't do Lobo tomorrow. We'll do them the next day.
All
While we're
right.
doing those downtime stuff.
So we need to save up a little bit more and get more money.
I guess. Yeah, because the marketplace. Ideally, I would like to be able to invest in the marketplace, but I don't have the funds for that.
Ready for an adventure, Varn?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I assume we're not going to be able to take down the dragons, right?
I don't know.
No.
They're adults, right?
We need to fight the hobgoblins if
They're
we have to.
They are young blue dragons.
They're young blue dragons? We can fucking do that.
There's 5 of them.
Yeah, lead them in a war against the hobgoblins, and then like pick them off and
Stab him in
betray
the
them.
back.
Yeah.
But that's going to cause a lot of people to die in the process.
Would it be worth it for the greater good?
I like you.
yeah. See, y'all trying to take out. I see how y'all know I don't agree with that. People are more important.
Aren't they like protectors of their city though?
Yes, and without
Hobgoblin
them,
territory. So if we kill the dragons, the hobgoblins are just gonna invade and take out those people.
That's what I'm saying. Lead them to war, weaken the hobgoblins, because currently they're trying to like build up to it.
Hobgoblins are gonna do it anyway. Just because
Sounds like we can take out 2 birds with 1 stone.
you want to eradicate 2 empires.
Both
And
can
how
become
many
our
people
empires.
How many people are going to die in the process of y'all wanting to do this instead of us handling it the diplomatic way?
I mean, the problem with the diplomatic way is that in the end, you're not fixing anything.
Yeah,
You-
it would
and
seem
still
those
have
the 2 powers would still be as powerful. They're not losing anything. You just
Mhm.
quelled the fire.
Yes, but if you take out one side, then you doom that side to death.
That's why you take out both sides.
That we're no.
And how many people die in the process?
Well, how
When
many people would be there?
Like, assuming that it's just going to be a fight between the 5 blue dragons and army of hobgoblin, because clearly, if we manage to like rile up the dragons to do the work themselves, because like they're all powerful and mighty, and clearly like the hobgoblins are just like puny things compared to them. Like
Jared,
if you
roll a history check with advantage on the dragons because you have studied dragons because of the 1 gold heart dwarf.
You can also speak Draconic somehow.
give me a second, I need to switch computer because mine is still not working. Advantage?
Yep.
all the
Good
work
thing I'm
stopped.
fucking stupid. 9.
Yeah, that sounds like a sensible plan.
For some reason, this sounds like a less sensible plan.
literally not sensible. Like, yeah, don't do it. Not good.
These two nations are fighting
Gonna
each other. Let's
destroy
eradicate both
literally-
sides so that war doesn't happen anymore. What the fuck, guys?
Literally going to destroy the entire continent if you do this. Just saying.
It works.
And all the people that live within it, the innocent people who have done nothing wrong to anybody. And you know
Okay,
that
well-
when you take out the lesser of two evils, that you're going to have something else move in there that's going to be probably bigger, badder, and worser. Just like when you take out, let's say, a room full of spiders, and then the worser monster comes through and takes over
Hey.
that area.
Hey, Dixie. I think Githa's just getting in his head.
I think
That's why you don't make deals with her.
No. They just want to kill people for no reason.
I mean, it's my job.
I literally was willing to sell my soul to stop this war, and you're trying to start it.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of war.
Quick question.
I mean-
like, what's the
Just a little-
timeline on that, like, pepper box, like, cutting fire?
2 weeks.
We actually have to go deal with that and go have a conversation with the hobgoblins to try to stop this shit, because we have found out that it will destroy a lot of innocent people and the continent. So it is not just
Okay.
to start this war.
We already prevented them on this other war front. If we show up and prevent them on this one, it's gonna be pretty fucking scary. They finally make it home and we're there. Like, hey,
Okay, well, what's the other option?
I mean, there's 3 options, I guess. Now I didn't know there was a third one, but we found one. We gotta prevent them from prevent the hobgoblins from invading. The dragons have already agreed that they'll maintain their claims and they won't push any further. So we just need to basically broker a truce. Call it fair. This is your new borders with the hobgoblins now. Or-
the other 2 options.
Let them fight. Or option 3, I guess. Eradicate both sides and possibly die trying.
We'd win.
Sir,
But I see
you
where
just got here.
I'm here for a reason.
I appreciate your confidence, but you just got here.
I mean,
Tell
if
me,
you want to fight 5 young blue dragons and then take on literally an entire nation of hobgoblins and their allies, you're free to do so.
Yeah, I'm totally not doing that because I'm not rolling up a new character.
I'll turn around at the table and point to Mao, which is probably who carries a big ass maul. You beat her?
Where is she at?
I'll just have her behind you. One of the oozes.
Well, I wouldn't know until I tried.
If you would like to do a mock battle,
Straight up battles don't play in my favor.
all right, cunning stuff, huh?
Absolutely.
Well, these would be straight up battles. You're not killing a dragon in its sleep.
Yeah, and a lot of us are very squishy. I've already died once. I don't want to go again. Jerry, do you want to be
Mao repeats the
I did.
sentiment as well.
Again?
We're not doing that again.
Like that's what Dixie says. Is, do you want to be responsible for my death again?
We are not doing that again.
Because that's what this is going to lead to, and that's why I'm trying to stop it. Because there's innocent people, like all those people in that town. They're going to either become slaves or pass away, and then you have all the people on the continent who didn't do anything to anybody. The little towns in between that they're going to just demolish.
Okay. But the question stands, there's big powers at play, and we're gonna, spend time taking care of that while
already convinced the blue dragons not to attack. We've already convinced them that if we can get the hobgoblins to not try to take any more territory, that they would not pursue it any further, that they would stop and just be okay with their territory. It was a lot of hard work to try to get them not to continue to go after the hobgoblins. So now we got to try to figure out, and that's why I had to talk with Githa, and she offered me the packages to try to stop this war, to stop as many people from passing away, because this war is a dooming war that will unalive a lot of innocents.
Because, like, in the end of the day, both of them have territorial claims on each other, correct? Like, that's what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, because the problem is, whatever deal you strike with the hobgoblins, like, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, we're not gonna get that portion of land, then let's take care of another portion of land. And in the end of the day, whatever deal you make with the blue dragons, they will still have dominion over the people that they're ruling, and the older the dragons are getting, the more dangerous they will be.
Everyone
So,
has.
my question is the following. Do we want to just try and stop everything at a stalemate as it is right here and basically postpone whatever conflict that will happen because of like border conflict, territorial claim, and whatever? Or do we want to find a solution to, I wouldn't say permanently, but at least as far as possible, fix the situation? Because I feel like whatever Githa is offering, especially with the like nice package of like know exactly what to say, but just take the control for a day, I feel like it's just going to stop the situation that it's tracked, and it's not necessarily going to fix it.
So that's a diplomatic route that you're against. You just want Githa to do it.
No, I'm just saying, like, if we're not going to use Githa, what are we going to do?
Well, see, that's why I was having the debate with myself, because I still have 2 weeks to choose, right? And could I possibly take up one of her packages that she offered me to help? You know, I could, and it could help. Like if we went to, let's say, do this, there's the big thing that if we were to fight these, I would literally have to sell my soul to make sure that we absolutely beat this situation. And that's not still a guarantee.
Dixie, you being 1 level higher is not really going to change the outcome.
Plus, I get an elixir that offers 1 minute advantages on attack rolls, enemies, and an attack of the enemies have
offers her a potion that's going to let her essentially win one fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
Level
It's not going to change the outcome here.
No, like, I understand that. But, like, my issue is that, like, this is for a 1v1 situation. We are talking about, like, all-scale war. So, like...
If anything, that package would be useful for if you were trying to one-on-one Lysander, because it also fulfills the conditions there. So it just basically helps you fight him. But it's not going to help you in a war. And like recruiting some other extra hands, like some mercenaries, will do far more than that, and you will still have your soul. Please, people, stop making deals with the devil.
Yeah, I mean, look at the horrible situation X is in right now with his super powerful weapon, Oozbane.
Meanwhile,
Jerry's over there with new super powered wings.
After his other wings got ripped off by Githa, yeah.
Yeah, and he got him back. And 2 slaves out of it.
Yep.
And Curry's just been raking in the money, and he has a lead on the Divine Spark because of her.
What cost?
That is a good
Well-
question. What is the cost?
So far, cost has been pretty good. So, okay. Question above game, Eric. Right now, I'm like grasping at straws, but do you think that there's a world in which we basically make Lysander go on a crusade against them and deal with it in our stead?
Yeah.
Because that would actually take care of 2 birds with 1 stone.
And see, this is why I needed Coco last
Want us
week
to
when I was
Lysander?
trying to think of all this.
No, but like the options are pretty good. I'm just like, the only issue I have right now with this idea is, what the fuck are we going to say to Lysander in order to make him go on a crusade against blue dragons and hobgoblins? I mean, we could just like call off his righteous side and say like, oh, we found a place that was under the rule of blue dragons, and we're clearly no match for them, but you would be the one able to save the people, and yada yada yada. So that's one way of doing it.
Yeah, and you could also say that the hobgoblins are trying to take over the territory to make all the people slaves.
So like,
So
take care of the blue dragons, and then go fight the hobgoblins, and while he's out there, well, we can basically
That's
shield
not
him
as
out
bad
of
of
the
an
city.
idea as trying to kill both sides. I agree. I'm not against trying that, and if it works, okay. But if it doesn't, we need to be there as well for backup. We need to be planning on heading out there.
Yeah, but if you think about it, just us making this happen, Lysander is going to take a while to get there, first off. Second off, before he actually gets into whatever fight he's gonna get, it's gonna be sometimes. Then, once he dealt with the dragon, he still has to go out of his way to deal with the hobgoblins. So, we can at least, like, not crowd control, but like damage control after he killed the blue dragons.
Hold on. You want him to commit genocide against both sides?
Yeah, I want him to wage war against both sides so he can be away, and if everything goes according to plan, maybe we can get him killed in the final fight. In which case,
You want both sides dead.
because that gets rid of all the problems in one go. What do you mean? Why do I want both sides dead?
So, quick question: what if, because you guys said that you've convinced the Blue Dragons, what if they just decide, I do want to go to war anyway? What's stopping them?
That's what I'm saying. They're blue dragons. They're like evil by nature.
But we will have made the attempt to stop the war, and if they do it, they know that they're doing their people.
Do you
At that
really think blue dragons care about the slaves that they have? Like, for
Are
them,
those
it's
people
basically
slaves?
cattle.
I kind of with Coco on the fact of putting Lysander up there to do it, because if he doesn't make it in that last battle, it takes care of all 3 problems at one time.
I
No,
say
like-
eradicate them both. I like Coco's idea.
Like,
And I
I'm
don't normally agree with the side of that, but
the thing is, we make sure that Lysander go fight the blue dragons alone. We let that happen. Once that happens, we go back to the town. We come back with Lysander, and we basically become big air quotes reinforcements for the fight against the
hobgoblins.
hobgoblins. And then we make sure that he never comes out of that fight alive.
Okay, some important factors here. 1, if Lysander just dies, he's going to become a martyr. 2,
Yeah,
Eric,
all right.
were those people slaves? The dragons?
It's not going to hurt if he
But they
becomes a
treated well.
farmer.
Well, from what I understand, all the people that were
I
under
was
the
like
dragon's
Eric.
rule weren't always under the dragon's rules, and it's just that like they've been basically gritting their teeth because they know that the dragons, quote unquote, protect the area in the meantime. So it's like a lesser of two evil.
Well, the people also actually have no way to protect themselves too. Remember that, Coco. That's
So
why
if you take
they
all the dragons and they have no way of protecting themselves,
Once again,
what stops another
protecting
empire?
themselves against what? Against the hobgoblins.
Or what
That's-
else?
No,
How
but
about
like
build? Those dragons aren't coming back.
that's why I'm saying have Lysander kill all 5 dragons first, then go on a crusade against the hobgoblins, and we make
The
sure
hobgoblins are
that
going to
once
rebuild.
no, but like he can do that in like less than a month, and like that would be enough
No,
for like
I'm saying give it 10 years. The hobgoblins rebuild, even less, and there's no resistance in that town to fight them.
Well, we also don't just disappear. So
well, no, but like you just say give it 10 years. In 10 years, the town will have enough time to build up. That's what I'm saying. Like be, between being under current threat of both hobgoblins and dragons, and give them few years of breathing room of them being able to rebuild themselves and choose what they want for themselves for the next 5 to 10 years, or whatever time it's going to take for everybody to rebuild, that's more than enough breathe up room for them to bulk up to whatever defense system they want to or need to. At the moment, they can't do that because they have 2 active threats on their hands and they don't have time to build up defenses to it. We're literally proposing a like crusade solution to both of those issues so the people can take control of their own lives.
I need to go get I need to go get Lobo. Let's do this. I'm gonna go teleport us to grab Lobo. And
Mhm.
I have charges. I'll take us over. I take us back to that town, and you can ask the people what they would like.
well, if you ask them, what if they tip off the dragons?
Yeah.
Obviously, they were in good favor with the dragons.
Because no, wait, we've actually done that last time. I remember because I went out of my way to make sure that we had contacts about what was going on over there. So from the dealings that we had last time, to make sure that we have the proper connection for like supplying the keep, we did have the information that the town that was nearby had its independence before and just like basically traded slavers for dragons, correct? But they've always like had that desire to be free. It was never out of their own volition that they like became enslaved, correct?
So basically, the town was built by hobgoblins, and the people there who live there have functionally always been slaves. An adult blue dragon came in, ruled over the place in the hobgoblin stead for centuries until he died, and is now under the control of said dragon's children. So the
Yes.
people who currently live there have been functionally slaves for as long as they and their parents and their grandparents remember. The people who live in Thor has never been a free city.
Okay, so we would need to put in place people to lead the city if we were to liberate it. Just to make sure that it doesn't fall apart.
Pretty much. I mean, it does have a system of governance because the dragons themselves are not ruling the day-to-day business, so they do have a mayor of sorts that is elected.
Mhm.
But it's going to take a lot more than that to protect them from, say, for example, someone else coming in and taking the place over.
Would I have that kind of people in my contacts?
Power vacuum.
Basically, anyone you have in your specific contacts would be the kinds of guys who would roll in there and take it over as monsters.
Yeah, true. I can't remember anybody that we've encountered on top of my head that could be a good fit for that.
What if we stayed there for a while and helped them build up their defenses? Isn't that what we're already doing
So
in
many
Blue
things on
Harbor?
our plate.
Yeah, we already have our hands full of Blue Harbor, so that would be like kind of taking away from it. And the point is to basically put Lysander over there so we can focus on Blue Harbor.
And then what? Have Lysander take another town? That might honestly not be the worst thing for them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But do you want Lysander to have another town?
If he dies a martyr in the process, why not? His cult following could still be up as long as he's dead, and then like, what?
His secretaries, if he passes away, could absolutely help that town rebuild their defenses. Like his he's got his cult following or whatnot. Because that's the last place he was trying to help if he did pass away in the fight, right? And they saw that town needed help rebuilding their defenses. Those like his secretaries, his fangirls, could absolutely help stay there and help that town build their defense systems.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get up to Lysander, propose a crusade, liberate the town first, leave his goons in the town for like the marching of the next mission, which is fighting off the hobgoblins. Make sure that we make him a martyr during the hobgoblin battle. Come back to the town, break out the news to his goons, and make this town the last bastion of Lysander's commitment. So it would technically be under
Lysander,
the
you're gonna
church.
still fight the dragons.
What? Ideally, we kill the dragons and we get the loot. Like that's what I'm thinking about, so we can reinvest the
I'm
loot.
not fighting 5 dragons at the same time. I don't have a death wish.
No, we're not going to be fighting the dragons per se. Lysander is.
No, that's his idea. If we can't get Lysander, he still wants to fight them.
No, like the idea is not that we fight it. The idea is that we propose our help with Lysander to fight the brood dragons, hopefully reducing the amount of fighting we have to do. Maybe like
You can't
going
get
from 5
Lysander.
to 2. Because like, let's be honest, I think we can take 1 or 2 young blue dragon.
Yeah, we could take 2 at a time, but 5 will be dead in a round.
Then exactly, we just bulk up the army in order to make sure that Lysander takes 1 solo. We like collect whatever party member we have to do another 2, and we take care of
Lysander.
Are these dragons conjoined at the hip? Are they always together?
No,
family of
they're like individuals, but they're just in an alliance.
Yeah, the one thing you know for certain is that these 5 like lived largely separately across like the known world, and then they only just recently came together within like the past couple months to discuss who gets the city of Thwar.
What would stop us from, let's say, deceiving them, turning them against one another?
We've already tried that. I've already tried that.
Well, they were originally against each other, and Coco's responsible for allying the 5 of them together.
Yep. As they're saying, tried that.
Because I wanted them to fight the goddamn hobgoblins.
And now we're realizing that that's gonna be a big war. It's gonna hurt both sides a lot.
Basically, Coco started this war.
So now it's how do we undo it? And I'm so against killing both sides.
It solves
Like,
all the
do what
problems.
you
Why?
want, but if we Varen has a smart idea. Like if you can separate them out and take care of them, or just to see them
if we can
again.
try and pull them away from each other, we can kill them one by one.
I'm not as against that, but if you guys want, I will tell you right now, even above game, if we try and charge in there and fight the 5 of them, the oozes are not showing up to that fight.
No, see, I'm gonna say above game because that seems to be the comment. That was never the plan. The plan was always to have a plan. It was never to take on 5 at once. I mean, we're not gods.
Not yet.
But
Some of us are trying.
partially
yet.
is a paragon, and he is very strong. And he's
Explain
got
to me
his
what a paragon is.
It's a
Uh,
high-ranking member of the
depend.
church.
yeah.
He's 2 levels higher than you.
I have a question,
Oh.
Eric. Just going back off memory, at the moment we have killed green dragon hatchling. We have killed an adult black dragon.
Yes.
We killed 1.
How many young dragons would it take to add up to an adult dragon?
3.
Well,
I mean,
there is the question of whether or not they're in their lair. There is a question of like what tactics they use, that kind of thing.
because like we fought the black dragon in its lair, technically.
And you also had an army to help you with his minions.
Correct. So
Which
right
they
now,
also have.
what we are trying to do is just get more people to basically divide in half the amount of dragons we would have to fight otherwise.
So hear me out. What if we use the hobgoblins? What if we told them we would help them take out the dragons, but told them not to bring all their forces as we'd be taking on 1 or 2 dragons at a time. We would slowly dwindle down both sides, while also being able to kill the dragon that we're fighting.
And then what?
What do you mean?
Okay,
what?
question about like both like a lot of innocent people would die. Why would that be the case? Because the dragon would not go fight themselves, right? They would
It is a matter of pride, particularly for blue dragons, that they do not necessarily fight themselves, that they have soldiers to fight for them. One of them, one of the 5 is known as the Warmonger for a specific reason because she has her own army. You do not know what forces the other 4 have.
The Warmonger is like gnolls, basically. It's not like they're not the people that they're using.
Right, but the thing is, if a war breaks out, it's not going to be long before the hobgoblins make their way to the city, and then in the process of attacking the city, innocent people will die. And regardless of which side wins, either side has cities and towns worth of slaves that will fall to the winning side.
So the
That's
best
why we
outcome
need to take care of both sides, but
and then create 2 massive power vacuums that we can't fill.
Oh, what's the alternative?
Stalemate.
that's what has been proposed by Githa.
So what do you want to do? Nothing?
I want to stop the war.
Well, it seems like the only option we have for that would be for her to sell her soul. We have no other answers at the moment.
Her selling her soul doesn't give us much of an advantage.
I mean, there is the option of like the guiding hand package that is like the least impactful. But once again, the reason why I'm not like advocating for this option is because we are just pausing the conflict. We're not freeing the dragon slaves town. We are not preventing the hobgoblins from attacking other places because we know that they have been bulking up to attack different areas. And it's just that if we basically pause the attack on this one, then we're basically dooming faster other places that they're going to fall back onto.
So a really pressing question I've been meaning to ask. Who is Githa? Githis? Githa?
Githa is the local city hag.
Yes. How to describe her? She's basically been one of the party's earliest NPCs we had to deal with, because of like, I think the first time we like we had to deal with her was because we were investigating murder, I think. And basically specifically my character, Jerry, has been making deals with her that have been pretty lucrative. Curdy has also been really keen on dealing with her. And so far, overall, she has helped the party in various ways, and the party has helped her gain power and, more specifically, get the title of Auntie Githa for a hag. So, like, both the party and her has grown in power pretty much in parallel, and she has been a reliable source of information and advice and or powers from time to time, with the right price attached to the receiving thing for the party. And sometimes it's you have to get your wings ripped off. Sometimes is you have to do favors for her. So it very much depends what's the situation, what you are asking of her. And yeah, except X, everybody is pretty much like X is very much against Githa. Curdy and Jerry are basically pro Githa. I feel like Curdy is more like, oh, she's a useful tool, and Jerry is a very much like, oh yeah, that's my bestie, kind of. The rest of the party is more like, don't want to touch that with a 5-foot pole, but you know, it's okay. And that's the
So-
current situation that we're in.
What would be the downside of Dixie giving up her body for a day if it gives us exactly what we need to be said or done?
The fact that we don't know what she is going to use the body for, and like basically I'm pretty sure that she always took interest in Dixie, but she took extra interest in Dixie once she know what the ring that Dixie has does. And that specific deal feel like it's a continuation of Githa wanting to use that ring's power for something specific. We don't know what. We don't know what.
Is she able to take the ring off?
No, well, yes, but and like you need to attune it for the course of a day. But I
Nope. No attunement.
Oh, it's no attunement required.
Nope.
Well, okay. Well, if she's interested in the ring, if that seems to be the case, why doesn't Dixie give up the ring for the day or beforehand? And
Right
if
now,
Dixie's all right with it, I don't want to just keep offering her up. But
because right now there's just assumption like going off of my part, but like clearly
Also,
there are
Dixie
things.
is one of the most powerful, besides like the Paragons, clerics in the world right now.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that she could do with Dixie's body in 24 hours, and with her power.
I guess like general background on the world that we haven't give at the moment is that overall people in backwater tends to naturally cap around level like what was it 12 14.
14 was the highest level cleric in living memory prior
Yeah.
to Opal Atmosphere.
Yes, which is not native to backwater.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that's why it's like a debate on all of the things, right? So like obviously don't want to break up a union because that could be my friends. You get what I mean? The part with getting the ability to use my body for a day, there's unlimited ideas that she could use, right? She could make me do some evil shit like kill the entire party. Right?
You could talk to her about that.
I mean, I could talk to her about it, yeah. And now the kill Lysander thing, when y'all were talking about the other thing, possibly getting him to step between the things, and then that creates the vacuum that Vel was talking about, though, that would lead into what she wanted anyway, which is killing Lysander, right? So that one would just be a win-win if we decided to go that way. And the last result is just to save the people and save the world, quite literally selling my soul. But
Right.
that's if it
Is-
works.
is she one for tricks?
So far, we haven't seen any tricks from Githa that I know of. Has there been any Coco that you know of?
No, that's the thing that we. Since the beginning, basically, I've been very upfront with Githa, and she has been upfront as much as a hag can be. Well, not as much as a hag can be, because I feel like she's been more upfront that she needs to be.
Well, why don't we pay her a visit
Based on
and
your
ask her
experiences in
what's
hell,
going
she
on?
is significantly more honest than any hag you've ever heard of.
Yes.
Also,
So
I thought of this. You know, Coco, where I'm having the debate with myself, and you've always helped me talk together. Right? So, what if Jerry was to, like, I went to Jerry because she knows how close me and Jerry are, right? Because, like, Jerry was holding my dead body and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, what if I showed you all the packages and you went and talked to Githa about what the cost for each one is and what she meant by those costs? Like, we're negotiating my contracts pretty much.
yeah, we can like go in together and like talk about it. But if we're going to do that, I would at least like the party to be on a consensus on what we want to do. Because at the moment, I still feel like we're pretty torn on like whether we want to keep the thing at a stalemate, or do we want to actually try and fix it?
Another quick question, if you guys don't mind me asking.
Sure,
Does
go for it.
anybody have the ability to turn anyone small?
Maybe Curdy?
Shrink them?
Yes, to shrink them.
He might have access to the enlarge reduce spell.
Yeah.
If not, he could easily get access to it just by taking a quick trip to New Pratch.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then my question now would be, what would stop us from allowing Dixie to have her body taken for the day, making her small, and then putting her in a bag of holding for the day?
Because
Yeah,
you
we're
can only live in a bag of holding for about a minute before you run out of oxygen, first of all. And also, I think enlarge reduce only lasts for maybe a minute.
I think both 10.
Okay, well, that would
10 minutes of
work.
air and no, I'll
Like-
I think 10 minutes.
To be quite frank, honestly, I'm pretty sure if we were just to ask Githa what she wants to do with Dixie's body for the day, there's a good chance that she would just straight up tell us.
Oh, let's go
Like,
ask her.
maybe withhold some information, but for the most part, be genuine about it.
Oh, no, just only a minute.
Let's go ask. I feel like that's the only course of action at the moment.
There's another course of action, and I look over to the deck of cards.
What you want to do with that?
I'm still waiting for my card.
The deck of
Ah,
cards
right.
have a possibility of giving us far, far more of an upper hand than selling our soul to a hag.
Well, you can take care of the real quick. First of all, Jane, just a warning: there is a distinct possibility that you permanently lose your character.
Yeah.
Do keep that in mind, yes.
Yeah, there's
It's about
with
a
that
40% chance that you lose your character or have something bad happen to you.
really bad
Vayner-
habit.
Oh, okay. Well, I was
Yeah.
all right with lose the character. Once you said really bad, that's something you got to live with.
Yeah, like
I mean,
we had to do a
bad in
whole
the terms
side
of like
thing
some of the
to
bad
go
things
get
that can happen.
Jerry. Jerry-
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you deck of many things thing.
So basically, what happened with Jerry is that he was teleported to another place and time, and we obviously did not know where he was at, what had happened. We had to go on a whole nother campaign and was literally the reason that we have Jerry back. But it literally created we almost did a time paradox, if that makes any sense, to save Jerry.
So some of the things that can happen, you can lose every magic item on your possession. You can decrease your ability. Like I guess, just read through that list real quick. I don't need to read all these out, but I have a -2 on my saving throws on X, but I got, and 2 extra nights out of it, so there are, it works out. I also got basically a question I could ask the DM in character and get a truthful answer. I got Vizier. So overall, all good things for having pulled one bad card. Jerry got, put into an extra dimensional gem. We lost one of our guys who pulled the
Void.
balance, which switches their alignment, and then he pulled Void. So two bad things in a row.
Didn't
But they were
somebody
open.
like Ruin is still in the deck or no? I forgot.
All the
All
decks
the
are
cards are
good.
still in
All
the
the
deck.
cards.
So every time you pull, everything
It just
resets.
goes right back in the deck. Yes.
So
What are-
what are the good to bad odds? Give me the odds.
It's about 60% good.
Give me a card.
Okay, you're pulling one card.
One card.
Okay, just a sec while I pull that for you.
Get the Jester, and then you have to pull 2 more cards.
Let's
Well, the
see.
Jester
just
says you
everything's
gain
one.
10,000 XP, or you can draw 2 additional cards.
Oh god.
It's or it's not end. Sorry, my
shit.
bad.
Yeah.
I gained a whole
Watch it.
level.
be fucking hilarious if it's another night.
I didn't know if I was going to be able to beat the guys, but I did. Thank God this little lot of mind worked. Because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to die, guys. But I made it.
Be prepared to fight Avatar of Death. That might come up.
All right, let's stop throwing the bad things out there. Let's throw a couple good ones in the
Okay,
mix.
you can get magic items. You can get 3 wishes. You can get the ability to change
I have
fate.
pulled the card if you're ready.
I'm ready.
Just bold.
Okay. Ace of Hearts, the Fates. Reality's fabric
Holy fuck.
unravels and spins anew, allowing you to avoid or erase one event as if it never happened. You can use the card's magic as soon as you draw the card or at any time after before you die.
One of the most powerful cards.
How does that help us? What can we do with that?
That's really fucking good.
You can rewrite fate.
Yeah, you can rewrite whatever happens. So you can both decide to use it right now if you want to fix a past event, or even like something that happens, or
Oh,
you can
guys.
just
There's only one thing at the moment that needs to be rewritten. I say we let the war happen and we rewrite it as if it never
there's no
happened.
casualties.
Wait. I mean, what's your idea there?
So if I can rewrite reality, right? So would it be I'm erasing the event, I go back to the event, or I create a new event?
Basically, you just undo something that has happened.
Okay, then that wouldn't work in the way I thought.
So, well, what
I
you
mean-
could do, if you're trying to like, if the war happened and something really bad happened to it, we could go back. You could go back all the way to Coco, having allied the dragons together and prevent that action from happening, which would stop that entire snowball.
Let's go to war, fellas.
Would it? Would it?
Yeah, if he just decides to undo Coco allying the dragons together, that stops the war, and we just go right back to the initial problem of the 5 dragons are fighting each other over control of the city.
But I
That
wouldn't
works.
necessarily use the fates on that because might also just be able to like, change their minds and like get them to fight again if that was the course of action we wanted to take.
Oh,
No, you
question.
can even go back and say you prevent the ancient dragon from dying in the first place.
And there's just like one ancient dragon there, and like a bunch of young dragons like rolling
God,
over.
you really
small
pulled
town.
like the best card.
No, but like
Wait, I want to read this. I don't see exactly where this one is. What is this one called again?
The Fates.
Fate.
Here, I just pasted what it is.
All right.
It is a cosmic reverse card.
You
It
don't have to use it
undoes
right
one
now.
thing.
You can hold on to it.
Yes. I would
At
suggest you
any
do so because that is one of the most powerful magical items in the entire franchise.
yeah.
Well, look at my luck.
I can't believe it.
Like honestly, just on a gameplay perspective, I feel like you should hold on to it because I don't feel like it's worth spending on our current situation.
No, I wasn't. No. I'm holding on to it. But
I completely agree. Yeah.
Once
the
we
fate's something I was
find-
going to fish for earlier. God damn.
it's pretty much going to come down to how the future scenario unravels.
What could
if it
happen?
comes, go ahead.
If it comes like, as much as I don't think we should do this idea, right? But like also saving it allows you to do something like we do fight we go to war with the dragons and the hobgoblins. All this shit happens. The party's lying dead. Everything went wrong. You can undo that entire chain of history.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I'm saying
So,
we go on
you're
the fucking
free to draw.
crusade, but
Yeah.
Okay,
you're free
So
to draw
if I
more cards
unravel the
if you want.
time back to when the Asian dragon was the one running, does everything before then cease to exist?
No,
basic-
after them.
functionally, the
After
ancient
them,
dragon just
sorry.
comes back to life.
yeah.
So
And-
Dixie would still be one level above us. All of that.
Yes.
History just
Everything else
rewrites
is the same.
itself with
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, but when you think about it, instead of having like one town that's under dragon influence for control, you just created 6 towns that are now under dragon influence control because the ancient dragon is back, and each kid are spread out around the Rosa, trying to cling to their own piece of power within the region.
Well, no,
That's
functionally
dragons
they'd still be
for you.
in town. It's just their dad's back.
I thought you said they were spread out.
They were, but they're currently in Thwar. You're not rewinding time. You're just undoing something that happened. If you undo the ancient dragon's death, he just comes back, but everything else stays the same.
Wouldn't it
Oh.
rewrite history so that they would never would have like left or whatever? Or
Why don't we rewrite history to before they were born?
no, they would still would have been born. Oh my god! Oh!
Right, they wouldn't have
think
been.
The best thing
I
would
see what you
be
mean.
undo what we did with Coco and make, because if they're fighting each other and some of the other stuff, like some of the fact of they're still like not united, right? Then what y'all wanted to happen in the first place is going to happen. They're going to be steadily fighting within, and then them and the hobgoblins are going to go to war, but they're separated now instead of together. So that
Okay.
town is going to fall, though. That's the only bad thing. That town will possibly fall at that moment.
Are we able to take out the hobgoblins ourselves? Do you guys feel comfortable?
It is
with that?
literally
Probably.
an entire massive nation of hobgoblins and their allies,
So,
like
absolutely
ogres,
not.
orcs, giantkin, trolls.
Mind you, I'm coming in the middle of this, so I'm spitballing at the moment. So
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I-
understand.
roll
You're
with me.
bringing new
here.
ideas. You're bringing new ideas. You know what I'm saying? To a situation that like we've been in for a while, so we kind of have like a backstory. We have the all
Right.
the stuff, and you coming in with fresh eyes. Sometimes you may be spitballing, but you're actually throwing out some good ideas because it's things we may have not have thought of, right?
Yeah.
So with this situation though, I don't even know if that's going to be a good idea. Above game. Which I always say above game all the time, knowing we know this is above game. I don't know why I'm doing that, but anyway, I don't know if that's a good idea because then that's going to stop where we took we're able to take those what do you call it, the things to the fight with us, because that's going to undo that too.
The Bionoids?
Yeah, it's going to
He's-
undo that if
You
we
said
get
it
them to
doesn't
fight.
undo anything except for the event that I choose, so everything would still be the same, wouldn't it?
So
No,
I would say that the Fates works very similar to the Wish spell, where it does undo the thing that you want while as minimally as affecting the universe as possible.
So what if we just go back to before the ancient dragon while he was like a youngling?
If you
Well,
want to
no.
erase like the ancient dragon initially from existing, that will erase his 5 children from existing, and the city of Throar will have retroactively been under hobgoblin control this entire time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, like,
So all
once
those
again,
people would be slaves.
I mean, they're
Like-
already slaves.
Not
Yes.
well, they have a little more freedom under the blue dragons than they would under the hobgoblin, right?
yes.
Technically, yes.
Yes, but then it would just be. I think it'd be easier to slowly dwindle down the hobgoblins than the dragons.
No, they're like literally like almost controlling an entire country. Like, it's a pretty big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
honestly, like
war with both of them at the same time.
like what I'm trying to say is that like if you're trying to erase one issue, you're creating a power vacuum for the other one to like fill in. So
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to date back. It's like that's why I'm trying to date back far.
like ideally you would try and remove the hobgoblins from like being slavers in the region as well, but like that would have so much ramification all across Backwater that I don't know how you could possibly like make that happen without everything else breaking. So from what I remember, at the moment, the hobgoblins are in a situation where they're trying to creep up to power, but they're not fully operational either. So that's why I'm leaning towards a war, because that would break them a lot more than, and like that would make them have a way harder time for recovery than if we just deal with one side and then let them do whatever they want. The issue is we can't really lead a war without casualties. So that's why I proposed the crusade, because at the very least with the crusade we would have control over the people who would go to war, quote unquote.
Also, side note, how do I put this card in my inventory?
I would say if you can just write down in your notes somewhere that you have access to it.
I would add it as a feature.
Yeah.
Add it with Vizier.
Create a new feature and just paste that in. It should be a
Also,
better.
How
I
do
still
do?
definitely wouldn't use it right now. Don't worry about any of that. I also would say though, you can still continue your course of going and ask Githa what she wants to do with the body, but seriously, especially with this card, we don't need to make a deal with Githa. Don't sell Charlie's soul. I can't. I still. You got the fucking face. My God.
I'm a lucky man. When it comes to cards, that's what I do.
I don't want to hear any more shit from people about me asking people to pull from the deck.
Hey, we actually. What was that? Who was that that literally lost? Was it
Gilfa
Yosuka?
lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was also a new character.
So you had
new
you
characters
had
to
one good pull from a new character, one bad pull from a new character.
We have
I was about to
all
say,
had really
I was
good
100% gearing up this paladin, so don't worry.
pulls. You're ready.
He's like, I'm ready. I stay ready.
I was gearing up a paladin.
Oh, running low on time. Who wants to talk to Githa?
I mean, I'm going with Dixie.
Yeah, we're gonna go talk to Githa.
Is there
I'm
anyone
going
go?
out with B.
Basically, Coco's gonna do all the talking. Charlie's gonna be the cute little on the background. He's my
I won't.
contract negotiator. Coco's my contract negotiator.
She got their lawyer in.
Yeah, that's saying. Jerry's always been my good lawyer friend. He's the demon on my shoulder, if you think about it.
Yeah, basically.
Jaden, is Varen going to go see Githa?
I will. I'd like to be introduced to Githa.
Okay. Vel, how's X and his oozes doing?
We're going to the bar.
Okay.
We're gonna go hang out with B, as is typical when they go and talk to Githa.
All right. As the party heads into the old destroyed city of Blue Harbor, they do find their way back into Githa's lair. I will post Githa's token, so Jaden has a good idea as to what she looks like. Jerry, Dixie, it's been a while. Oh my, and who is this?
It's been a hot minute, my favorite hag. How you been? All right, this is a new party member. We've just enrolled him. He had the wonderful idea of trying to kill Mitria, well, Veluma.
It wasn't my plan. I was contracted.
By Veluma, so, you know, all fair in game.
Not very nice having to send you someone like you after someone like that, completely unprepared. If you ever want to make a second attempt, I could help. You seem like someone who's very ambitious.
I am indeed.
Well, I've
So-
done right by the party so far, so if you ever have anything that you want to take care of, you just keep me in mind.
Will do.
Good. Now, Jerry, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Yes, so I've been out of town for a hot minute, and apparently you've been talking with Dixie behind my back now.
You're not
No,
my
but-
only customer.
I know, I'm just kidding. But anyway, like, we're actually in quite a predicament. Well, to be fair, because of my own bullshit, which, like, tends to happen. But I was curious about, like, one of the deals that you offered to Dixie, which was that you wanted to take control of her body for a day.
Yes.
And, like, without foiling the contract or having to engage and, like, go for the contract. Would you tell us why? Or what you would want to do for that day with her body? Because, like,
Would you
I feel
believe
like
me
right
if I didn't have a plan yet?
Sorry, what?
Would you believe me if I said I hadn't thought that much about it?
I mean, on one hand, that's a possibility. On the other, I also know that you are really interested in what Dixie can do. So, and actually, the fact that maybe you want to be in her body to figure out what you want to do could also be true. So, yeah, that's a possibility. But like, let's put it to the test. Let's say that you have Dixie's body for a day. What would you want to do? Because like that, like depending on what you say, that might actually make the deal a lot easier for Dixie.
Well, I'd have to think about it a little bit. I mean, there wasn't even the guarantee that she was going to take that. That was just a very fair price for what the package was. I make sure that my prices are fair.
Yeah. But you know, like I can't choose for Dixie, and let's be fair, like all the options are very cost heavy on her end, which is understandable for what you're proposing, like fair game. But you know, like trying to tip the scale into the options that we have, like would you give that information on top of the deal in order to like give some appetizers for what you could pick?
Sorry, what above game? What exactly are you asking of her?
Basically, on top of her taking Dixie's body for the day, indicating what she wants to do with the body for the day, and
So,
like sticking to that.
Yeah, so for Githa, as far as she's telling you, she has no plans for what she would do with Dixie's body. Primarily because of the fact that she's not going to bother worrying about thinking about what she could do with her body if Dixie just never takes that plan.
Mm-hmm.
And also Githa's kind of like putting out the idea of, yeah, this is just a fair price. I'm offering my services for this in exchange for my time helping her with this. I get a day's worth of her time, which is a day's control over her body. As Githa will put it out, I'm not even sure if I'm ever going to use it. She could die of natural causes before I ever find a use for it.
Oh, you're not going to use it right away. Sorry, I was working on the assumption that you were going to use it right away. I completely forgot you do that. Sorry, my bad.
It's all right. You have a lot on your mind. I understand. Much the same way as I have a contract with you that if I decide I want you to kill someone, you will see to it in the way I demand it.
Yeah,
I have no targets in mind right now.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, well, once again, if it was me, like, you know me, no questions asked. It's pretty much all done. But, okay. Now I turn to Dixie, like, within the light of what's going on and how is this going to be, do you think that's a better deal than what you possibly imagined, or not?
Better than I thought. I had no idea what was going to happen. I've never did contract stuff, so that's why I wanted your help, Jerry, because I don't understand this stuff as well as you do.
I mean, a lot of it comes down to how much do you trust the other person you contract with both holding up the letter of the contract and also the spirit of the letter, which more than times, depending on who you deal with, is not very much kept. But so far, with my personal experience with Githa, everything's always been up and up. So she's always both kept up the letter of the contract and the spirit of the letter. So
I'm the one hag you can trust. Kill the rest on sight.
exactly.
Okay, I start the course.
But yes, and just so I can understand the rest of the deal, if she chooses that option, Dixie will know what to say to both the family of dragons and the army of hobgoblins to stop the current conflict. Is my assumption correct?
I will say, in the interest of absolute fairness, she will gain access to my advice for 24 hours. If she has any problems that she wants to take care of, whether it be freeing the people from the control of the dragons, stopping the hobgoblins from going to war with the dragons, anything at all she has to do is ask. I will whisper into her ear exactly what she needs to say and do at the right place at the right time to make sure that that problem gets solved. Whether or not she wants to follow through with that advice, that's on her.
So it could be a little distasteful.
Of course, I do have to make sure that she's satisfied with the arrangement. After all, I'm getting control over her body at some later date. So it's not as if I'm going to twist the arrangement and tell her that, oh, the only way to take care of this is through some unsavory matter. No, I'll make sure that I can offer the best advice possible that I have knowledge of. If I can solve a problem without killing anybody at all, I will tell her that.
Sounds good.
What do you think, Dixie? That sounds fair. Once again, it's up to you. But, given our current situation, that sounds fair.
Yeah, that seems to be the lesser of three. The others, and I will say that we do need help when we go speak to the hobgoblins to stop it. We've already stopped, and them from wanting to take more territory. So if we could free the people and and do that all, that seems like a good idea in my opinion.
So, the guiding hand package it is?
Yep, and I should get this hand.
Very good, dear. Now I just need you to lend me your ear for a moment.
Do you want it? Hold on. Make sure that you're doing this. Are you doing this right now, or do you want this later?
No, I'm going to go ahead and make this deal. I'm not going to use this exactly right this second. Right?
Sure.
Wait, no. I know that we have to.
I would hold off and get all the questions we have written down first.
Yeah.
Wait.
But I go ahead and make the deal, but I can use the. Well, no, she's got to whisper in my ear, so I have to be at her house specifically when we decide to do this, right?
Yeah, so basically, like, when you're ready to take the deal, she will alter your ear, at which point your 24 hours immediately start.
Which is what she's going to do right now. So just keep that in mind.
Don't take the deal yet.
Yeah, just I'm only going to hold off for a moment because we have to get our thought processes in order of what we all want to ask of for the 24 hours to do.
Of course, dear. It's very sensible of you. I'll be here when you're ready.
Thank you, Miss Githa.
Okay. Football question, Githa. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But let's say I wanted to, in order to fix that problem, use Lysander to go on a crusade to fight both of the dragons and the hobgoblins. Do you think that would be a fun solution to this problem?
Well, you want to send him in specifically to deal with the problem?
Whisper him to go on a crusade for the greater good over there to both liberate the currently enslaved by the blue dragons and also enslave the hobgoblins are currently enslaving more people, and maybe, who knows, in the midst of things he becomes a martyr because of his action.
Well, if you want him to be a martyr, that's something else. If you simply want him to fix the problem, that's easy enough. But what you really want, and what I know you want, is to make a martyr out of him. That's going to be something a little special. He's not an idiot.
No, but, mistakes happens in a crusade.
I mean, ideally he's not a martyr, and we've ruined his influence before he dies, but...
Or at the very least take him away, but if he comes back a victor from his crusade, then he's going to be bolstered in power, so ideally you would want him to be away from power.
I would think ideally you would want Dixie in his place.
Yeah, clearly.
Ding ding ding
That's
ding.
the whole point.
Which, of course, is what I'm working towards. I want Dixie to be in his place, too. This is my city, after all. I want what's best for my city.
Yeah.
If you want to have Dixie climb the ladder and become the new saint of the church, all you have to do is have her say that that's what she wants.
It's so fun to deal with you.
Isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah. So, you good with the deal, Dixie?
Yeah, still got a lot to think about. This is a lot. I don't think I've ever dealt with contracts before. I'm sorry, Miss Get Down, being so wishy-washy. I've just never done this before.
No, don't worry, dear. I understand you have a lot on your shoulders. This is a very big responsibility to take care of. I'm here to help.
I look over at Githa because I have a question.
I think I would be a great hack.
It would seem that this party is looking for a large sum of gold. Would you happen to know where to get enough to finish the city would be?
Well, I know of certain locations where collectively you would find it. If you want to get it all in one lump sum, well, anyone in Lysander's position would certainly have it.
Get that wants us to kill Lysander.
Oh, yes, if I'm being too subtle about it, I absolutely want his head on a platter.
Githa wants you as the new Lysander as well. Especially
Yeah.
when they have control of you.
I don't know why we're not going with this plan. It's clearly the better option for everybody.
It is.
So, to make things simple, would you be able to grant me the power to kill Lysander as a contract, of course? I am a hand for hire, if you will.
Oh, I can certainly grant you that power. The problem is the power vacuum, and then anyone finding out that your party happens to do it, as well as I'm sure his secretaries, even if they have no proof of it, they would immediately suspect you, and we have to worry about them at certain points. I'm trying to take care of this with as little bloodshed and hardship as possible, if for Dixie's sake, if nothing else. So we just
Understand.
need to make sure that all the pieces are set in place before heads start rolling.
Right. Well, then I guess I'll have to take you up on that, the other locations to acquire gold instead of getting it all in one
Understandable.
lump sum.
This world is not short on monsters who have their little treasure hoards, so I'll make up a list and get back to you shortly.
Ready?
So above game, I think that if when we talk to get to the thing, we could do the guiding hand package, right, and talk Lysander into go to do those battles, right? Because that literally would ensure that he's gonna do what you want him to do, Coco.
Well, yeah, no, but like basically what you get with the package is that for 24 hours you can ask anything to Githa and she would give out the best advice for the best course of action based off what you want and your interest. So my interest is trying to take out Lysander as well as all the other problems in one go. Well, one go that might stretch out for like a few months or a few weeks, but still take them out in one go. However, what Dixie wants is not necessarily what Jerry wants. So what Githa would advise is for a solution that, from my understanding, that would be a solution that affects innocent lives as very little as possible.
And that's Dixie's ultimate goal, is to make sure to save as many people as possible. Yeah. So I would say that if Githa made the option to do the Shouting Paragon package and the Guiding Hand package, the one where we have to kill Lysander if we're going to kill him anyway, right? That she probably would do both, be able to get him to the place, right? if Githa was to do to kill Liza, to be able to kill him, have him go take out the dragons, and then as he's doing the hobgoblin thing, we actually, even if he kills them, sneakily kill him, and he could be a martyr, as you per se. I don't care. He's dead. You know what I mean?
So
Yes,
it's
but
already
for that,
working towards that goal, and from the sounds of it, would freely give you any information and resources to help you take out Lysander.
Mhm.
That is
And-
true.
So just so
And
you know
basically-
already as you're planning this, you don't need to work for that outcome.
Yeah, the only thing is that in order for it to be as with as less hiccup as possible for that to work and for the transition to be as smooth as possible, so you make sure that everything is better for Blue Harbor, would be for you to tell Githa that you want to take Lysander's place. And that's basically the trigger for Githa to do everything in her power to make sure that Lysander's power vacuum will be replaced by you without affecting Blue Harbor. Because like she said, it is her city as well. So she's gonna want to make it as smooth as a transition as she wants, as she possibly
You did
can.
not say as well.
No,
Point that out. Also, why does Githa want Lysander gone?
because
So
that's a
she
pawn
did
that
explain this to Dixie previously, is that Lysander having as much control over the city as he does put a strangle and limitation on her power.
Mhm. Whereas if it's Dixie, then basically she has kind of the hand, or at least the contact of all of the extensive power and control that Lysander had. So it's
And
definitely
her
a bit.
body for a day.
Yeah, but even without the body thing, she had Githa has shown interest in Dixie being instead of Lysander simply because Lysander is currently a liability, to the extent where Githa doesn't have a or as good relationship with Dixie that she has with Lysander.
But I make it known to I do want to say that I make it known to Githa that I myself do not want Lysander in power of Blue Harbor, just because I want to protect the people. So that, kind of like, I don't know how I would say it, but she knows that you know what I mean, that I have I don't know if I necessarily want to kill Lysander, but I do not want him to have control of Blue Harbor at all. And that I would do what it's willing to do to even try to prevent that, because, I want to protect the people, and I've seen what he does to other places and don't want that to happen to Blue Harbor per se.
Of course, dear, but as you've been traveling around, I'm sure you've seen how reckless his aid is. Even if he's
Yeah.
not intentionally doing things in a certain way, it is leading to a way that's not exactly helpful for everyone, even if they think otherwise. You see the problems, you see the flaws in the system. You, unlike him, want to correct the system. I want to help you correct the system.
I agree, Miss Githa.
And
I see a lot of
unfortunately,
flaws.
because he views himself as the shining hero, he's going to stop you from protecting a system that he thinks is working as it should. Unfortunately, this is just the reality of the situation. He will do everything in his power to stop you. So, he needs to be removed.
I'm starting to see yours and Jerry's points on this, Miss Githa. It's just hard for me to accept a little bit, because I value human life, but I do understand that it would be a terrible misfortune if he was still alive, and how it would go and where it would lead to. And
I mean, on the one hand, you shouldn't listen to the devil on your shoulder, but on the other, it's a pretty fucking good deal.
Of course.
Absolutely. You will be on the fast track to being the single most powerful person in the known world.
Right,
my
I still
help,
have
you
a
have the
job to
backing
do
of-
for you. Fuck.
What was that, Coco?
No, I still have that job that I need to do for GitHub to defile my previous character's body.
Yeah. So, yeah, Githa wants to make you the single most powerful person in the world, and with the backing of the church, you can fix all the problems that you see. That is
Yeah,
her. That is her promise.
that is something I'm probably going to take her up on, which I'm probably going to regret later. But
You
know,
might
that's-
not need to.
yeah. But then there's also like, here's the thing: we could stop it all. That simple. That
She
easy.
wants
with-
Lysander dead. You need the information on this war. Sounds like we're working on similar things right now, and that doesn't need to be a deal that takes control of your body.
Well, I could
I mean,
just
you
do
can
the.
figure all this out on yourself. What do you need me for?
No, not that. That's not what I was proposing out of character. But one of the options was killing Lysander, right? So you can offer up to be an instrument in whatever she needs to deal with Lysander so that she can have the city freed in exchange for all the information we need to deal with this war on the other side of the world. Instead of the deal with your body. Just negotiation.
Oh, negotiation. Yeah. That's what Coco's supposed to help me with.
I mean,
I'm not here, so
Yeah.
also that
And I've clearly shown that like my interest is to both like take out Lysander and make sure that you be put in his place. But once again, that's what I want. The same way that to some extent that's what Githas want. Like I as Coco want to help you choose, but I also know that like Jerry's interest doesn't 100% align with Dixie, and he knows that to some extent. So that's why I'm not like being too pushy about it.
Well, Dixie's intent is to stop the war to save as many people as possible, and she sees that Lysander is not he does have a lot of like issues. He does try to help people, but at that same time, he's like his secretaries took care of those dudes. He didn't even go bother to check into them, knowing that they were thieves, knowing that they were setting up towns to be demolished. He didn't even care to go check.
So once again, we are like in a situation where you have the opportunity to take out 3 birds in one stone, which is Lysander being a liability because of the way that he acts and like the past things that he has done that he is like a liability to the people. With the Blue Dragons, they're currently taking care of like enslaving an entire town, and if we manage to take care of that, that will create a power vacuum, yes, but that will free up the people. You will have Githa's advice for 24 hours, so you can also ask on how, like, what's the best option for the people in that town to help them regain their autonomy. You will have 24 hours to do that. And then on top of that, you will have the opportunity to know what to say and what to do to make sure that the hobgoblins don't come and sweep in this area of the Rosa either. So overall, you have like a help, like in one package, you have a helping hand on fixing 3 different problems in one go. So like from my perspective, it's the best deal that we can get.
Yeah.
But it's up to you to know if the cost of having that deal is worth it or not. If you consider that like you're like 1 day in your body is too much of a liability in counterpart of being able to fix those 3 options, then say no. But at the moment, we've changed the option to you just get like advice on one thing to we've turned the thing into being able to fix 3 different problems. So I feel like it's been a better deal, but up to you.
Yep, that was still a hard decision. I don't know what to do.
Sorry to put like that much pressure on you, but like I don't want to be choosing for Dixie.
I will say above game, my thought process is she's thinking either guiding hand package just to be able to stop all the issues, right? Or shiny paragon package and figure out a way to kill Lysander. Because he is a liability at the end of the day, even though she's not one to just kill people, right?
Yes, but if you just take the guiding hand, you will be able to ask and get the answer on how to deal with Lysander. Like that's what I was trying to say earlier, is that I don't think that the other package is good anymore compared to what you can get with the guiding hand package, because if you get the Shining Paragon package, you get the power to deal with Lysander, but you don't get to make this be the best outcome possible. It's just going to create power vacuum and potential issue because you're going to have his goons go after you. However, if you get the Guiding Hand package, you get to ask Githa how to deal with Lysander in the way that's the least impactful for everybody, which is more aligned with what Dixie wants to some extent, isn't it?
Yeah, that does make sense. We just, I know that we're going to have to figure that out probably next session because we are at time, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
And been a lot of yapping.
And then we'll start. Basically, I guess that's what next session will be. Is we'll start the 24 hours. And we'll write down our questions and all of our things. And because to me, the 1 day is better than having all those people die. Because if we go about it in our own way, a lot of people are going to die. Point blank, period. And I would rather have it with as less as people passing away and being able to deal with the problems that we have in the best possible solutions for the people. And that's where Dixie would come from with that. Is like, yeah, could she do something to me or make, ruin my entire image or whatever, possibly hurt somebody? Yeah, but to save an entire continent, would she give that up? And yes, she would, to save people.
And just for that alone, that makes you a better Paragon than Lysander.
Just like she would be willing totally to sell her soul to save the entire world if it came down to it.
Don't need to.
But
Please
then
don't.
again,
I'm not saying I would. I'm
even
saying
Gary would not allow you to sell your soul for that because
Oh no!
he
I'm
values
just saying
you.
Dixie would do anything to save people. That's how far her love of the people goes. Is that she's willing to do anything.
Yeah. Okay. And maybe there is a deal where it'll be worth it at some point, but one level up for selling your soul is not fair. Don't.
No, her selling her soul would be something bigger than that. It would be like save the entire planet from destruction. You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, we are over time on this one, but Githa would speak up about this. Githa didn't really have a choice in the price on that one. Like, the whole point is that Githa needs access to Dixie's soul in order for that deal to take place. Otherwise, giving her without the soul in exchange would just kill Dixie.
See,
fine.
It wasn't just because she wanted the soul. It was because it was a reason behind it.
Yeah. The higher tier packages, the shining tier packages, those prices were literally bare minimum. Githa has no say in those prices. So, but if you got rid of Lysander, her power would expand, and thus her options would expand, and so the prices in exchange would be a little bit more reasonable. But that is something we can take care of next session. Coco, would you like me to run next week?
Yes, please, because first off, for some reason, I can't access the Foundry on my browser, and second off, I need to figure out how to reinstall Foundry on my computer, so that would be great.
Understood. Okay, in the meantime, I'll spend the week coming up with her little Paragon plan. Jaden, I hope you guys all had fun.
Yes, I
Real
did.
quick.
Good.
Do we want to spend a couple minutes with B real quick? Or do that next week?
Oh, we can do that first thing next week. I'll leave that in the chat.
But you also, just a reminder for the gold spots. You said that she said that she would find me the spots and get some gold.
Yep, she absolutely will.
Alrighty.
Awesome session. It's nice meeting you, Jaden. And
It
I
was
can't
nice
wait
meeting
to
you all as well.
play more with you because and I know that Coco's like, I finally have someone who thinks like me. Okay, anyway.
I am not alone against the party anymore.
I try to think. I think outside of the box. You know.
Yeah,
I've
no.
got sense that you guys think inside the box and outside the box. It's like you said, I want to give a different perspective.
Yeah, all
I
good.
love new perspectives. You
We should
never
pull
know.
another card from the deck. I think we'll get even more outside the box opportunities.
No,
than that.
not bad.
You see,
That's
Val
not
wants
the
you to Val wants you to touch the world too. That ends the whole world. But that's side of point.
No, I know where that thing is. If I wanted to end the world, I could do that. Which, wait. We don't know. Fuck, we don't know the item does that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're in the world, I'm dead, so I can't.
No, there's a way we could win this war in an actual
Yeah,
second,
and then all the
but we don't know
people-
about it. God damn it!
Everybody would die though. Val, that's a worse decision than having them go against each other. That creates
No,
its
you
own
get like a
problem.
Create a new
toothpick.
world.
You get a toothpick. You find the mountain, and you just stab the mountain.
That would cause like hellfire to rain down and all the mountain stuff to fall on the
Don't worry
town. and
about
kill
it. The war
everybody.
would be over. You know, you guys wanted both sides gone. There you go. Unsolved.
Yeah.
Everybody, about to Craig.
Bye, Craig.
Bye, Craig.
Like,